Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh.
Deal, Patron Pap, I'm the most.
Yeah.
If he's the talker, I'm the host.
What up?
We on the block like we on the post. Shaq. And it's another episode, so what that mean?
Toast. Come on, put your little drink
Put that
up there.
now. Come on. Yes, sir. Get a little squirt.
Deal. Welcome to another episode of the Everyday Intellect podcast. I go by the name Sudz, and you are now tuned in for a very, very great episode. And we got ourselves a special guest in the building. Homegirl D in the building, Delilah. Go ahead and talk your stuff, Delilah. Tell the little people about you. You know what I'm saying?
My name is Delilah. A lot of people call me D for short. I'm a business owner.
Hey,
I'm an esthetician, a licensed esthetician, I should
Hello.
say. I mainly do eyelashes. A lot of people know me for just doing lashes. I'm trying to expand out, but I have too many clients and they kind of won't let me expand out. But yeah, I went to high school in Rialto then.
Rialto what though? Like name of school.
Oh, I went to Eisenhower. Sorry.
Hello. Talk about it.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Okay. Patron, man, how was your week, man?
Oh man, it was a good weekend, bro. Saturday, you already know the homie. He hosted a private movie event, so you know it was like 20 of us. He's real big into like the comics, the superhero stuff. Shout out to Mickey, you know. So you know it was a real nice scene. I seen Terrence, I seen RJ, the homegirls, the homies. So it was a good weekend, bro. How was your weekend?
It was cool, man. It was real tiring. You know what I'm saying? You know, I told y'all what I'm doing right now.
Speak on it, brother. Speak on it. Let them know how hard you work. Yeah, you working hard for something. Talk about it.
Yeah, I'm working real hard. So basically, I only sleep about probably like 5 hours. No, probably not even that. Like 4 hours a day.
So break it down. So like, just break it down. Like, is it 4 hours a day once?
Nah. So so like Monday, like tomorrow is I'll probably get a cool amount of sleep. And then like from Monday night going forth, so I go to one little gig from like 3 to 1:30 a.m. You know what I'm saying? And then I got my other gig at 2:45, 3:15 around that joint. So that's about an hour sleep after I drive, eat, shower, whatever, just get prepared. So probably an hour sleep. Sometimes I don't sleep at all. And then from there, I'll go from like 3 a.m. to like 9:30, 10 a.m.
How you been holding up lately? You been good?
It's cool with me, man. I was actually listening to Steve Harvey, one of his he has like a little podcast and like a morning inspiration drink. And he said if you can't be worried about sleep, you know what I'm saying? And I really took that like, okay, yeah, you're absolutely right. And I've never really been worried about sleep, but it was just more of to manage how much sleep I got. Like I can function and be cool off of like 2 hours of sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Only 2 for her?
Off of 2, yeah. So
why is that true though? That you can't be worried about sleep?
Well, okay, let me say the whole phrase. You can't be worried about sleep to be successful. You know what I'm saying? You can't sleep a third of your life and then want to claim you're not successful. I mean, like, unless you're inherited into it, and I think that's true. Obviously, I don't know the backgrounds of a lot of people who are successful. But like, if you're sleeping, let's just say you sleep 8 hours. Like, what are you doing to be successful? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, you could sometimes you really got to put in like crazy hours. You know what I'm saying? You're
that we gave. Yeah,
right. You're an entrepreneur, and it's like just whether it's studying your craft or work is work. That doesn't. You have to do other things besides work to be successful. If you know what I'm saying, you got to study, you got to educate yourself. You got to read and stuff. That's what I took. He's like, you can't sleep 3 hours of your life and wonder why you're not going to be successful. And then once you get to that plateau, and you learn to work smarter, not harder.
And that's when that sleep comes.
That's when you
making money.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you're making money when you sleep. So, but yeah, man, it's just like that. Get off that, and then I'll probably KO from like 11 to like 2. So that's another 2 hours. So it's about like 4 hours a day. Once I'm up, I'm ready to go. But it's only for a short while. You know what I'm saying? This month is gonna be real cool. This year, I got some moves on the way that's gonna like set me up real big. You know,
coming from me, bro. I know how the 2-job system work, bro. Yeah. So I'm really proud of you doing that, bro. I know it's a bigger thing. I know it's a bigger thing coming out of it, bro. So keep grinding, bro. Even if you tired, just know nigga got your back, bro. So keep it going, bro. Yeah. So Delilah, how was your weekend?
It was good. I had work. I usually don't have much of a weekend. I work Tuesday through Saturday, so Sunday, Mondays are usually my off days. Okay. So I worked yesterday, and then my family had like an Easter gathering yesterday. So I did that, and then
scoot up a little to the mic.
And then I went to this karaoke lounge, and that was fun. It was real fun. I've never been to one. Have y'all been to one?
Karaoke lounge?
It's like a lounge.
I've done karaoke at a lounge. You know, Punch Bowl got a little something. And
oh, okay.
Where you do yours at?
It was in. I know it was in Orange County. I don't remember where.
That sounds fun.
But it was really fun. It's like everyone has different rooms. Yeah, I was singing and stuff. I was drunk though.
What song would you?
I don't remember. Honestly, it was like a Japanese type thing. So whole, it's like you could pick the songs on the pad, the little pad thing they had. Yeah. But it was all Japanese, and it had like some little words that was English, and I'm like,
so you had to be drunk to
it was somebody else's thing, so they were doing most of it. But it was cool. It was real fun. They didn't have all songs that we wanted to sing, but it was cool.
That's dope. I
got a question for y'all. So if y'all was to do karaoke, pick one song that you would sing that you could perform. Start off with you, Tim.
Start off with somebody else. What song would you sing, bro?
Journey. Don't stop believing.
That's the B song?
Yeah, that's a great song. I think I could do that.
When I was looking for, I should say, I was looking for and they didn't have it. Or actually, I think they did. I don't remember now that I think about it. But Can We Talk? I was looking favorite for sure. So, that one.
Just a minute.
That's a slapper. Talk to me, Terrence.
I sing that Stevie Wonder.
You such an old head. I just don't know. Shout out to Stevie though.
Bad Man Pajama. There you go.
Yeah.
He's a bad man pajama.
Stevie
Wonder didn't do that.
Yes, he did. Your body measurements.
I'm probably thinking of I'm thinking about somebody else, bro. Okay, but that's a slapper.
But I am old soul, man. I love it.
Me too.
Okay, yeah, old school is better.
I was looking up Anita.
I like it. Talking about old school, bro. I just came from an Easter party, bro, and it was my girl's people stuff. So it's cool not knowing too many people. And he put me on the spot. He was like, "Hey, bro, I gotta get on the grill." He said, "Can you be the DJ for me?" I'm like, damn, I'm like, pressure. I'm like, I don't really know. I don't know what they grooving to. So I'm like, all right, let me just try to test a couple songs. Tested them. I'm like, all right, it's cool. I'm like, man, let me take it back. Took it back, bro. They was just fucking with it, bro. It was just one of the things.
It's timeless, you know what I'm saying?
Old school, it's really timeless.
It's definitely timeless. And that's my whole knock about music now. It's like it's not really timeless. It's more of it's microwave. You know what I'm saying?
It might be too soon to say though.
I feel like it is.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, some songs.
I mean, even
for example, like Drake has some timeless, new music.
Thank you.
Drake has
he's okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but you can't say
Delilah in this room for some reason. I don't know what it is, but it's some Drake hate going on in this room. I just don't know what it is.
You know
is it hate or
is it? You ain't got no haters, you ain't popping, okay? I love Drake.
Yeah. He one of them.
I'm not.
But you gotta respect him as an artist.
The thing is, Terrence wanted to be a little lighter than what he is. You know, he wanted to.
Never. I'm caramel, man. They don't ever talk about the caramel brothers. It's always the light skins and the dark spiders.
Yeah, they ain't really there. Hello.
You know what I'm saying? We out here chilling. But see with Drake. Okay, so you said Drake. We got to think Drake. When did Take Care come out? 2012, 11. We was in high school.
2011.
11, right? So when I say Drake has timeless music, absolutely. And if you want to talk about that era, we got to bring it back 10 years. If it's honestly, if your music is lasting a 5-year period, it's on the right trajectory to go timeless. Like, it's not gonna pop for 5 years and then 10 years later it's like, oh, we don't like it no more.
Understand.
You know what I'm saying? So what I meant by music is not really timeless. I kind of meant by like the 2016s and up, kind of, because in that era, in that decade ago, there's only a few artists who got timeless music.
But it's still too soon to tell that. You feel me? It's
10 years ago?
Yeah, just because I'm saying, like, back in the time, 1993, 1994, we couldn't say pop music wasn't going to be timeless just because that's when it was brought out. But then 20 years ago from now, his music is timeless. It's ageless, bro. You feel me? Yeah,
So what's the timeless peak? Like, are the set, like 20 years, 30 years, 20?
Drake's at a bar.
Drake is gonna be timeless. He has some timeless.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We're gonna see he's gonna be here from 10 years. 10 years from
here.
now. Yeah, he's still here.
And that's what I'm saying. So we put it at the 10-year mark. You know what I'm saying?
So let's go 10 years then. That's
another thing I'll say too, though, is that you said Drake has some timeless songs. Mariah Carey don't have a whole bunch of timeless. Everybody has. Not everyone. Good artists are gonna have some timeless songs. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it still hasn't been that long.
You don't think Mariah? You say she doesn't have any?
No, she does. I'm saying all of her. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, obviously, absolutely.
That's like how Drake. That's how a lot of different artists are. Not all their music, all their albums gonna be timeless.
Well,
unless you're Lauryn Hill, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's facts. And people always gonna talk about that album.
Like that.
That was a great album.
That was a great album.
It was awesome. Yeah, it was definitely awesome.
Well, yeah, you're right, but every artist doesn't have a timeless record. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Even good artists.
I mean,
even good artists don't have timeless records.
It depends because even you know who be having a timeless record? It be most of the one-hit wonders.
For sure.
Like the I
Gold
feel like
all
buzzing,
on my
buzzing, and track. Yeah, you know, like who was that dude? Name that record.
I don't even know.
Sing it again.
I feel like buzzing,
and attracted to me.
Well, that's
that ain't timeless, bro.
That's gonna
man,
be
you play it everywhere.
20 years.
You play that everywhere. Yeah, come on, bro.
Honestly, I don't even know the last time I heard that. When's the last time y'all heard that song?
I hear
when's the last time?
When's the last time you listened to the radio?
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, when's the last time you listened to the radio? Yeah, you know that's what I'm saying.
I haven't listened to the radio in a long time.
They'll play it, bro.
So the radio. So question: the radio makes a timeless record?
If it doesn't though, but I'm saying if it doesn't, Terrence, how would you know if it's timeless or not? Because it'd be off your opinion. Because if you only playing your music, you will have a track that you feel like that's tough. So Terrence, like you made an album before. You think every record is timeless. You feel me? Like you would think that, you know, because it's your creation. But the people that, like, if it's like me, not me, because I like your music. So if it's like somebody else, they'll be like, oh, it's not timeless. So everything that's on your playlist, that's your opinion. You feel me? Especially if it's like your music. But
yeah, it's based off my ear.
Yeah, it just depends. Like when a song drop and it hits and it got the whole world moving, bro. It's just, I feel like it's a timeless record. It depends, like, but you still gotta give it 10 years though.
Most timeless record of all time.
It depends. So, like, you could throw, like, cause think about it. So let's
go
far back.
Think about something. I mean, there's some hits out there.
A male and a female.
Yeah, absolutely.
Michael Jackson, the first person.
Yeah, Michael Jackson got hit, but like it's just timeless.
I'm not gonna say the most timeless record. Just give me a that's a timeless record. Like you can't go nowhere without hearing that. Dear Mama, that's gonna be.
Dear Mama, Dear Mama. Every time Mother's Day hit, Dear Mama hit.
Electric Slide.
You know, you heard it. Cupid Shuffle.
Cupid Shuffle. Every party.
September, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yeah, like that's a slapper, bro.
Let's see what we talking about. We talking about I didn't hear no. Look what you done to me. Look what you done to me is timeless.
Let's not do Drake, okay? Because Drake has.
He's the exception.
It's the reason why he made music like Tootsie Slide.
He's so
you know what I'm saying?
Smart.
Thank you. He did that. He didn't make that because he wanted a part of his. You know what I'm saying? He made it because TikTok is trending.
He does.
He goes with the flow of the era.
He does. My whole thing is, you're Drake. You're established. You don't need to make Tootsie Slide.
But why you say that though? So look, why you say that? Because think about it, Terrence.
You're established.
Okay, talk to me. Listen, who was bigger before Drake?
Jay. Wayne.
Okay, so not Wayne. Okay, not Wayne. Who was bigger before Wayne? Kanye West. So has Kanye West fallen? Music-wise.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Drake didn't take that approach because Kanye tried to do his own thing, try to do I'm bigger than music. I'm bigger than a new artist. I'm gonna do me. And then we're like, yeah, we not feeling that. You know, and we're not feeling it. Drake, he knows to be like, that nigga's hot. I'm gonna get a feature with him.
We could go ahead and say artists like I'm gonna say these two people because they just had a versus, Ashanti and Keisha Cole. They drop new music and they have timeless music like Foolish, Baby, Keisha Cole, Love. You know what I'm saying? And you think not every artist can just. Yes, they're both established, both of them. They have timeless music. And they just drop music that nobody is listening to. But guess what? Drake, people say, oh, he's been out for how long? Made a song and you know what I'm saying?
Well, nobody's going to say Drake washed you. You know what?
There's a lot of people that do say that.
Well, they're tripping. I don't know what.
There's a lot of people that do say
well,
that.
I
be saying that.
I don't say he's washed. I say he's washed, bro.
But you be getting pointing that arrow. That arrow.
Drake needs to stop. Drake needs to stop. Next thing you know, he was the first person with 3 songs on the
top 100.
You can't. No, you can't do that with Drake. You can't do that.
I live on both coasts, but I stay in the charts. Come on, that's a bar. Because he stay on the charts, bro. He don't never.
He does. That's not what I'm debating when it comes to Drake. I don't debate that.
So what
is it that you debate?
My whole thing is this. Let's take it back since y'all want to know. Let's take it back.
Yeah, go deep. Talk to us.
So far gone. We was in Aurora. Well, I was in Aurora. Yeah. Take Care. You can't tell me nothing.
Great.
Nothing was the same.
Nothing was the same. Arguably.
Awesome.
It's arguably better than
best album.
Best
album.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. I woke up out my sleep and was like, oh, crazy. Mm-hmm. If you're reading this, it's too late. That's when I woke up out my sleep. Crazy.
Top 5 mixtape ever.
Mm-hmm.
Top 5 mixtape ever.
Lil Wayne got at least 3 of them on there.
Lil Wayne got Draw 3 and No Sentence I Give. And then
Drake, Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne's awesome.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, they in that same group.
Okay, I give it to him. That is the top 5. I'm not gonna say that.
Okay, yeah, top 5. Okay.
Drake was here to me. Like, couldn't nobody tell me nothing. And then he dropped What a Time to Be Alive. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry.
Hold on.
I know what you're talking about.
That was a collab.
It was a collab. We don't take those as serious.
I took it serious.
Still slap.
I didn't. Only song I liked on there was March Madness. The very, very last song when he was by. I'm tripping. Not March Madness. It
was Jumpman.
When he said Scholarship. There you go.
Ooh,
it was slapper. It was
slapper.
The one by himself at the end, Scholarship, and I think there was one more. I'm not sure.
Jumpman.
Was it Jumpman?
Diamonds Dancing.
Diamonds Dancing. And then I just started viewing Drake differently. Like that's when he first started being that culture vulture that people was talking about.
Not even
right?
culture vulture. It's he's diving and dipping in everything. Terrence, you even say it. You even say it in business equity. I just don't want to do this. I want to put my pieces in everything else. So why Drake can't do that? He's putting his pieces in everything else. Oh, boom, that works. That works.
I'm not saying nothing wrong.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying. Though. I'm just saying.
I saw Drake as a different. He was the first kind of to do that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. Yeah. You didn't see Jay, Kanye, Cole, Kenny. The greats, you never seen them attaching themselves to what's hot, and that's why Drake's reign. And this isn't a knock on him. This is just, this is what he's doing. It's smart. I said it on countless of times. It's smart. Got it with the baby, Migos.
It's smart and what? Because I feel like you're still attaching something to it.
Is
it just smart? So it's appraising.
No, okay. So let's get back to it. After that mixtape, what came out? It was a Scorpion Views. It was like, okay, it's starting to be like every Drake album sounds the same, bro. And that's from Take Care of You sound the same, and then you got Scorpion. No. Yes, it does, bro. So wait, does it?
This is when
Take Care was all like low-key slow music. It wasn't never nothing really upbeat.
Controlling, like you know,
controlling One Dance.
This is when Drake started to incorporate different like
One Dance was crazy. You play that in the club.
Timeless.
You know,
timeless. Hey, no, Delilah.
Wait, what's timeless?
One Dance not timeless.
Not controller.
Okay.
One Dance is timeless, bro. You'll catch me dancing to it.
And what album was it? It was not Views.
Scorpion.
More Life. It was More Life and Passion Fruit. I don't like that shit.
Passion Fruit?
Yeah, Terrence. He was like, I don't like Passion Fruit. No, you didn't like it at the time. And I said, Terrence, if this play at the club, bro, you gonna go crazy. He was like, nah, I ain't fuck with this shit. Like a month later, we go to a club. You know, Terrence get a couple drinks, and you know, Terrence already the most confident motherfucker in the world. So, passion fruit come on, hips moving, everything. He from that corner to that corner to that corner in less than 3 minutes. Like, Terrence, you don't like this shit? Well, it's good, bro. I was like,
passion fruit is crazy, bro. So it was Views the Scorpion, and then
no, it was Views more like the Scorpion. Yeah.
They just all sound the same.
Okay,
bro.
so I'm glad you said that because I was going to say something.
Talk to me.
I feel like Drake, that's why it's funny because people were mad that he started sounding more Jamaican, right? That's what they said. Oh, he's starting to bring different like cultures. A lot of people were mad at that. Yeah. But that was him trying to change his sound. The way I see it, everyone fucks with everything Lil Wayne. And so, well, actually, he started touching to his little rock side. He had brought that out for sure.
Right.
But for the most part, artists are going to sound the same. It really bugs me when people say, "Oh, everything sounds the same." But it's like, the minute artists change something, no one likes it no more. You know what I'm saying? People
Ye tried to change, we didn't like it.
And that brings me back to another thing that you said.
Go ahead. What?
Is that you had said, Jay-Z didn't need to do that. Kanye didn't need to do that. But guess who? Jay-Z did it with 444. But I mean, again, I don't think a lot of people even tapped into that. As many people as could have. Yeah. Drake, his run is so long. Like, he's doing that, and you still see his name on. You know what I'm saying? No one else is doing that. If they would have did that, they probably would have still been up. But guess what? They're not. They got to resort to Tidal and Yeezy shoes, and you know what I'm saying, to stay in the loop. Drake has. You know what I'm saying?
Was that a shot at Ye?
No, it's not a shot at all. But what I'm saying is Drake can do that, and he's still doing it successfully.
But you know why he's doing it successfully? Because he's attaching himself. I'm not saying, now when I say this, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's business and musically, both is super smart. He's attaching, you got to think. Migos, he was the first one to have on that. Boom, they blow up. Lil Baby, both blow up.
You said they blow up though. They blow up. It's not Drake's blowing
Drake
up.
Don't even
He don't have to. It's a blessing for them. It's a blessing for them.
Right, and this is not a knock. What Drake is doing is he know that, and even Birdman said it. You got to change with the game. You know what I'm saying?
You have to adjust. That's for everybody though.
Right.
That's for everybody.
You have to.
Drake don't even need to do that. He don't even need to do that.
Exactly.
But he
doesn't need to do it.
But he doesn't. And dominant because it's like he's like freaking LeBron. LeBron can retire right now because he don't got nothing else left. All time.
But
guess what? He's not, because he's so good at this shit. So dominant for what?
Tom Brady too. Like it's like one of them.
It's like
LeBron.
You know what I'm saying? And I can't even lie. I wasn't a LeBron fan until he came to the Lakers, but I always respected LeBron as a player. You know, but like I said, he could have stopped at any time, but he's doing it, and it's he's just showing off. Like with Lemon Pepper Freestyle, I love shit talking Drake.
Crazy.
Love shit talking Drake.
I do too.
Because everything he backs.
Thank you. And that's my whole thing. And T you can attack. You can say whatever you want about Drake, but what do I say? I want Drake to do.
You want him to rap.
Thank you. That's it.
But he have to expand to everybody because that's what he's doing.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I like passion fruit.
So this is all I'm gonna say, bro. This is all I'm gonna say with rappers in general. The minority is not gonna go to your concerts. We're not gonna go to his concert. We will, but I'm saying if you go to anybody's concert, it could be the most hoodest motherfucker ever. If you go to their concert, what's filled up? The white folks, the Asians. And it's sad, bro. Freddie Gibbs just had a pop-up shop in LA, bro, and he showed the line. Freddie Gibbs is probably one of the most gangsters rapper I ever know. Like, you know, the shit he talk about, it was nothing but Asians, white folks. Because those are the fans that's going to provide. Those are the people that's actually buying the album, not us downloading it. They actually buy it in the vinyl and everything. So you got Drake know how to approach everybody now. He made it to effectively like a pop star now. You feel me? Yeah. Michael Jackson adjusted to everybody. His music.
Well, no, not necessarily Michael Jackson. That was the sound back then, and it was pop. He came out as a pop artist.
Yeah.
The Jackson 5 was, you know, probably you can say R&B.
It was more soul, R&B.
Yeah. But that was once he came out kind of solo. That's what he did, was the pop era. And I'm not taking away from him. Justin Bieber slapped. His last project, I was listening to it. You know what I'm saying?
What's his last project? That
I think it's called like Justice or something. I don't know what it is. It's like he's like in the street. It's like blue or it's something like that. I don't know. He just dropped it. Whatever it is.
It just dropped.
like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Two weeks ago.
I think you talking about that.
No advertising.
I thought you were talking about the something he dropped 2
Not
years
Journal.
ago.
Nah, not that Journal. Go.
I was gonna say Journal was the last
yeah,
yeah,
that's
I heard.
dope. Yeah.
Journal. Nah, he just dropped something. But yeah, I like all music though. You know, I like country. I like freaking.
I like everything but country.
You gotta listen to country. Man.
I can't.
What's wrong with country? You
I
know
just
what
can't
country?
vibe. I don't know.
They are. Is it their voice?
Yeah, that's another thing. The talking on the like, I just can't do it. I can't do the talking. I feel like
Country is cool. I mean, yeah, I can't put a whole CD on. You know what I'm saying? But there's some artists that actually make like slappers, and it's I just start listening to like the radio. Like sometimes I have to listen to the radio. Sometimes I don't like to whip in silence. You know what I'm saying? So I need to hear something. But yeah, radio that you hear something like, oh, this is slap, and I feel like that's with every genre. You know what I'm saying?
Every genre. Indie, that's where I low key been on, bro.
Indie,
it's so smooth, bro.
I love
it's this.
smooth music.
It's this. You up with jazz?
Yes, I love jazz.
Favorite music. Alternate. It's this cat named Tom Misch.
Fire.
Got it. Amazing.
I've only
bro.
ever heard like old like classic, classic alternative.
Yeah, and it's so hard. I feel like diving into a new genre because now it's just open. Like there's not with hip hop or R&B. We've been on it for so long, so it's like, oh, I got this to listen to, boom, boom, boom. And it's like, all right. Then we'll probably peek our heads over here with a new genre. It's like the field is open. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's kind of a good and bad thing because if you listen to too much and you just don't feel it, it's like you're gonna cast that aspersion. Like, nah, I just don't like that.
You gotta low key accept things. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Back in the day, probably in high school, you know who music that used to slap? And I don't know if I'm weird for saying this. Did y'all ever used to go to Hollister and whatever music they was playing used to slap?
I don't remember.
Bro, Hollister used to play some shit. I don't know what the songs was. I didn't know what it was. But them dark areas, I just be like, damn, this shit
It's
slap.
like mall music.
Yeah, whatever it was, bro. That shit used to slap. Yeah, it used to slap.
It's funny because it's like it's not on my phone, but you know all the songs that they play.
Yeah, you know
it's one of those things.
Exactly.
It's one of them things for sure.
Yeah, I used to work in.
So they're like, who's your favorite artist right now? Who you vibing with?
Oh,
What you playing most right now?
sheesh, Kaylin for real.
I like that last album.
Yeah, you know how like on your iPhone you can slide down to suggestions,
Uh-huh.
text this one. It says listen to 2 for real 2. That's
Two
what
for
it
real.
is. I've been listening to that like
Look at
back
me.
to back.
Oh, look at me. Yeah, I fuck with
He
that.
makes good music, and I'm glad that he got signed to Rock Nation. That was
dope.
dope.
Rock,
He's for sure a different
Jay-Z gonna
sound.
for sure look out for him. Y'all listen to Lil TJ?
Yeah.
He dropped a new album. It's low key slap. I'm not saying this, but I was just like venturing out, and I was like, look, TJ low key got a nice album, bro.
I have to adapt, bro, and I'm not there yet.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The last person I adapted to was Young Thug. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the last person.
You're gonna be one of those people with like a grandson, and you like turn this music on.
Yeah. Now I won't do that. I mean, because
That's it.
it's crazy. My son, he put something on, and I'm like, he's only such and such. He's good, Dad. I'm like, nah, he sucked too.
It's not it. No, it's not
Hey,
it.
that's what I've heard. It's the same
Yeah.
test about Drake and you know
um,
what I'm saying, all them people.
But I just gotta. I mean, there's a couple, people. I just like. I don't know. It's
You
just.
gotta
It's,
open that. Yeah, you definitely.
no, I am.
Yeah,
I just like to listen to what people are saying.
Yeah.
That's why it's so hard for me to.
You know who NLE Chopper is?
I have him.
Yeah, I like that song he did that Tupac tribute to. I
I
forgot what it's
probably
called.
heard one song by him. I ain't
What
gonna
song was
lie.
it?
I don't remember.
Yeah, but he did a
So
Tupac
dope
tribute.
till
and I
the
was fucking
sun
with him.
come down.
That one.
Nah, but yeah.
That's your favorite artist?
Nah, hell,
Who's
no.
your favorite?
Favorite artist?
Right now.
If
Man,
it's,
shout
if
out-
It's not
I
Drake.
can't say
shout out-
overall. It's right now.
Shout out to
It's my right now one.
shout out to Freddie Gibbs, bro.
Yeah,
'Cause I do F with him, bro. I was listening to him a lot at work, bro. And he just tight, bro.
What is
He
he
just tight.
talking about? Because I haven't listened to him.
He's like a hood conscious rapper
Oh, okay,
with the melody.
Oh,
on the
okay.
side.
That's something I love. If you have a
actually
good
rap-
melody, I'm
yeah,
gonna listen
okay.
to you.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
my thing.
I hate to
If
be
If
on
it's
the.
not Drake,
I hate to be
Drake,
on
it's
the
really
run for
Freddie
smoking the
Gibbs.
officer.
But what I've been playing lately, I've been playing Kaylin for that shit been slapping. Did you like that new Clan Virus?
I did, but you know what though? I work a lot, and I can't play bootlegs in my shop. So.
Not too much. Not too
so
much.
I'll
Yeah.
listen on my way home, or like
Okay,
so
okay,
I
for
barely finally heard the whole thing. But
Okay.
it was good. I think my favorite on there is Close Curtains. That's my favorite.
Okay,
one.
okay. Yeah,
It
yeah,
slapped
yeah. It
for
was
sure.
nice.
Then he had Quavo too and Hit Boy on there.
Okay,
That was
yeah,
a good one
yeah.
I
too.
do have for hip, but I can't get in the Blue Bloods band. I'm
No, you can't get.
I
Bro, you be
like-
tweeted. You tweeted a couple lines.
I tweeted that if you want me to, like whatever, I can do it if you want me to. And it's only because it's because
That's good.
I eat
it's
at
because
Maestro's by myself. I'm a nerd. Like you tweeted.
what?
I eat at Maestro's by myself. I'm a nerd. Like
I can agree.
Yeah,
I can
yeah,
relate.
yeah.
They got the
Nah.
punchlines for sure.
Yeah, but I just have to listen to them. I'm not gonna say I don't F with them. If I did say that, I retract. But I just have to get into them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just that whole type of sound is I just gotta get used to
So
it.
do you like Draco?
Nope.
Draco got a pen, bro.
That's
His
it.
pen crazy.
I never listened to. Well, I'm
Yeah,
not gonna say I don't
yeah,
like
his
them. I just
pen
never
crazy.
But yeah,
listened
it's
to
a
them.
it's a LA sound for sure.
Okay.
They
It's a
they can
cocky.
vibe for real.
You know, and I love cocky niggas
Yeah.
for some reason, bro.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I love cocky. Yeah, like niggas
for
that's
sure.
cocky.
I
Like,
love
yeah, talk that shit, bro. Like, you
Yeah.
know,
I
and
can
he's
do
one of
that.
cocky, just like Blue Bucks, bro. That's cocky. You know, you just be thinking, like, these niggas is cocky. Like, come on, there's no way this is
talking-
happening. But if
yeah.
it is, bro, nigga,
I
you know
love
what?
Toast to
like
that.
cocky, like confident people in general. I love people just with confidence. I wish more people had it. For sure.
Yeah. They need to talk to me. I got too much. You know what I'm saying? I don't care.
Yeah.
I really don't care. So, let me ask you another question on a little serious note. Who are you, D?
What you mean? Who am I?
Who are you?
Just who are you?
Who
Look,
are you?
so I'm gonna be the soft voice in your head because Terrence asks every guest this,
Okay.
and it's so tricky. That question is so tricky. So if you want to give it time, let's give it time. But the question is who are you? Who do you
want me-
think you are to this world?
You want me to answer who I am to give you a better understanding?
I can
Or
tell you the
got
first
it?
thing I thought. I am her. That's the first thing I thought. when you
Hello,
said that.
hello, her.
But go ahead. Let me hear
That's all
what you
need.
want
Yeah,
to
who
say.
is you, Terrence?
Yeah, who are you?
Who is Terrence J. Michael Sims? Who is that? Who is this man right here?
I'm a man.
All right, so if he gonna be goofy, like, cause that's what he's gonna say. Okay.
Nah, I'm someone who been through some things and turned those things into a positive nature. You know what I'm saying? I'm someone who is all loving, all giving. I don't show it, but there's no ill will behind my intentions. You know what I'm saying? I'm someone who is is harder on myself than anybody could ever be. You know what I'm saying? I'm just someone who's always learning and always working behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of stuff that I do or go through, nobody will ever know. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of person I am. A closed book and just ready to. And one day when I get to a point, I'm very calculated. You know what I'm saying? So everything I do nowadays it has a meaning behind it, or it's for a plan or for a purpose. You know what I'm saying? I don't tell people no just because I don't want to, or I don't tell people yes, or I don't do this because I don't have no reason behind it. It's just I'm slow with it, and I know that we have a long life to live. Or I have a long life to live. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like what I've learned in my past, that your actions and what you do could really set you back and could kill you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
So that's who I am. So then I'll ask you, who are you?
That, bro, that's deep.
For
All right,
sure.
so who I think I am, bro? I feel like I'm a giver, bro. I think about you first. If we have the conversation, I would ask you how you doing. How's your headspace? How was that? You, if I'm talking to you, I know I'm gonna be straight, but I just really want to know how you are. I feel like I care to a certain extent. It'd probably be times I think I care about you more than yourself. If you're close to me, if you're in my circle, like, you know, and that's just, I'm a giver. I'm a family man. I think family is probably the most important thing to me. Like, you know, just my circle. I want to make sure my circle is good, because I feel like I'm at that space where I can handle myself. Even if I'm down, I can handle myself. So I just want to make sure, if you feel like you can't, just know you have that. person, that solid rock behind you. Even if it's a friend, a girl, you know, a brother, a sister, a mom, a dad. Like, you know, you can rely on me. I'm understandable. You can have any type of conversation with me, and we can sit here and talk about it for an hour and a half, 2. You know, so it's like, you know, I feel like it changes. Like, since me and Terrence had this conversation before, who we are, and I feel like it was short and livid. But now that we have this conversation, now we like more times we on this podcast, it gets better. Like, the definition gets better. We find ourselves more in this.
Right.
So that's just kind of what it is. Like, we just filling out. So
Okay.
who is Delilah?
Man, it's a lot to me. You know, it's funny. I'm gonna bring this up. Not that I read too much into it or like live my life off of it or whatever, but like zodiac signs.
Okay, talk to me. Yeah.
A lot of people. Well, I'm a Gemini, June 18th, birthday in 2 months.
Hey.
Love hard, fight hard.
A lot of people judge me as soon as I say, "Oh, I'm a Gemini." And I want to say this year learned about like rising and like sun and moons and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with it, but I think my rising is a Cancer, and a lot of people know Cancers to be like crybabies.
I'm a Cancer.
And you're a Cancer.
I'm
very loving. That's what he'll say. Loving.
Hello.
They're crybabies and a lot of different things here and there, you know. And I was like, I'm like nothing like a Cancer until I realized I'm not an emotional person at all.
Okay.
I'm very emotionless.
Okay.
And probably has something to do with like the way I grew up, you know.
Okay.
My background, but I grew up off tough love, so that's just how I am. And I had seen it was a Cancer. I was like, that don't make sense, but I'm very loving.
Yeah.
Very I don't half love nobody. It's either I love you 120% or I don't love you at all. I don't care about your existence. That's really me. And anybody who is close to me, or like, you know, or if I love you, I should say, you feel that. And I'm not a person who I'm gonna bring this up. Say like in a relationship, I'm not a person that's gonna give you reassurance every day. You should know I love you because I mean,
big on that too.
you know what I'm saying? Like I do this
Okay.
and that. Like that's not like some people need that though. And I'm you know, so I'm one of those
It's hard
people
too. It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard
it's
for
hard
sure.
to Okay.
So like with like friends or family, I'm not like my best friend. Like we don't talk every single day.
That could be it?
Yeah, it could be
Shout out
my
to
best
Camille.
friend.
Great
Yeah,
soul.
my best friend.
I watch
Hit
y'all
her up for
from
logos
afar, and I
and
just
all
love.
that.
I love your relationship, whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's been my best friend since freshman year. And how funny, I love to talk about this. How me and her became friends. Quentin, because that's like my guy best
Shout out
friend.
to QP.
He was picking on her, but they're friends. But he was like picking on her, and I was like, get off her! Like I didn't know her at all, and I was like, you better like stop talking about her. Like we could fight. And I remember we had got kicked out of class because like, me and him was fighting back and forth. But we became friends that way. So like you know, it's cool because that's like always been like our relationship, like from then going out. I have a lot of love for her, but I don't talk to my best friend every day. But she knows I love her. She knows she can always call me whenever.
I feel like y'all both busy.
Yeah, both busy. And you know, as you grow older, a lot of I could touch. I have so much to talk about.
Go ahead.
A lot of people say, "Oh, don't talk to me when it's convenient for you." I'm a person. Please talk to me when it's convenient for you. Don't inconvenience yourself to talk to me. I know we're good. There's nothing that needs to be said that you know what I'm saying. And a lot of people are like that. A lot of people are selfish and don't realize, oh, like, that's selfish. You only hit me when this and that. Like, no, that's selfish of you to think that they owe you their time. You know what I'm saying? And so it bugs me when people say that because I'm like, please hit me when it's convenient for you. Like, no love lost is going to be the same.
Because at the end of the day, you know we're good.
Yeah, we're good. Exactly.
We're good. Yeah.
So, like, I'm not a person that talks about feelings, and you know, I'm always check up on you, like make sure you're good here and there. But we're busy. Like, you get older, you have more responsibilities, you have more things that you know you have to take care of it, and you can't worry about let me hit you every day to make sure your feelings don't get hurt. You know, make sure hit you, you know, often. And it's like I don't know. I'm just that type of person. Like you'll know I love you because it'll always be the same. Like,
but if you're a friend of you, if they know how you are, they know it's always love. Like you don't have to be there every day.
Exactly.
But they know if something happened, hey, my car broke down. I'm there. I'm definitely I'm there. Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
So I'm a very loving person. You'll always feel love around me, you know. And I realize like the different people I go around, for people like I'm not even that close to, but no, it's always love. Like people enjoy like conversing with me. They enjoy like you know. It's just because I always give that off. I don't give off like a mean or like a stuck up vibe. You know. I think I'm always like cool vibes. I'm trying to think of what else would describe me. I don't know. I want to say me being a business owner has a lot to do with who I am now. And also, that's why I had asked you too when you had said sleep isn't important. I'm like, heck no. I worked a lot. Like I used to. There's a time, 2 jobs. I was like 18 or 19 years old. I worked part time at Amazon in the morning, went to school, and worked a full time right after school. And I did that for probably a cool. I think I only lasted 2 months. And I was so tired. I had to work at 5 in the morning. I didn't get off my other full-time job till 11 o'clock at night. And I was like, sheesh, this is a lot, you know. But to me, money was like, I need to survive. I was on my own, you know. I had got my first place at 19.
Ooh, okay.
You know, I'm a person that I never really had handouts growing up. Like, I got my first phone, paid my first phone bill, got my first car, you know what I'm saying? Like, first place. And I had got my first place at, I think, 19 or 20. One of the two. But, so I know what it's like to grind and really get it on your own, you know? Yeah. So it took me, I want to say it took me a year because January 2019 was the first year I did my business full time. So I was like, you know what? I'm tired of working for people.
What was that business? Talk about it.
Me doing eyelashes.
Hello.
I started doing it in January and I got my own suite. My first year doing it full time, so you know I was working out of my house because it was always just a part time. I didn't really need to get a suite. Yeah. You know, it's just a side hustle, extra money. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just do this full. Like I'm my own boss. I don't have to report to nobody. I'm gonna just try this full time. So I did that, and COVID happened 2 months after. I got in January. Happened in March. Maybe April is when it really took a toll and they started closing everything. You know, but it was COVID, and everyone's like, how are you doing because of COVID? COVID was the biggest blessing. I know a lot, you know, sorry for all the losses, you know, sending condolences to you guys. But for my business, it was a blessing because everywhere else closed down. So a lot of my clients, their friends were like, oh, hey, who does yours? Like, I need mine done. Like, how do you have your lashes done in the pandemic? Like, so a lot of people, I want to say, they started coming to me over that time. In May, I had 3 days off. I was working some days I'll work 8 hours, some days I'll work 10 hours. And I'm talking, and a lot of my clients know and my friends know, I don't take lunches. I don't take lunches just for the simple fact I think it's like my warehouse mindset because I worked warehouses for 3-4 years. I'm not signing for an extra lunch. You know, I'm trying to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get out. So me, I'm like, if I take lunch, I'm gonna stay here longer. I just want to go.
Yeah.
And so it really took a toll on me, and I'm like, I started my business so I don't have to be working crazy hours, so I don't have to be beating myself to death, you know? So me now, I'm so established in my business, 8 hours of sleep is so important to me. I'm not functioning right if I don't get 8 hours.
Yeah. I love that.
I think, health is very important, and I know a lot of people, scientists and whatever, research says you only really need 4 hours of sleep, 4 or 5 hours to function, you know? But I think for me, not sleeping really took a toll on me because I know what it was like, you know? It took a toll on me when I was working 2 warehouse jobs and going to school, you know? So sleep is very important to me, and I feel like along the way, now that I was I'm established, I'm going to make sure I now only work 8 hours a day. Yeah. I'll work 10 hours, and this is where I'm I'm so nice because clients will write me hey, can you fill me in today? And I'm I'm still learning to say no, but I just can't. A lot of people are like, girl, get your money. All the time, I'm like, no, I don't do it for that. I don't do it for that. I could pay her tomorrow and make that money tomorrow, but it's the reason why she hit me today, so I'm going to fit her in today. You know what I'm saying? And so I'll end up staying 10 hours. Okay. But other than that, I try to keep myself on a I need my rest. I need my off days.
See, I love what you said because you say you're established now. So the thing about me and T, we know where we're going, but we're just not established. So that's why we got to keep breaking. Yeah, that's why we just got to keep breaking our necks.
That's why I'm I know what that's like. Shoot, it's gonna come. Though,
it's gonna, it's gonna be a twin time. Terrence ain't leaving us home. He gonna make, that's just for all of it. So it's just really dope.
And I feel like it just depends on the individual at the same point. Because me, selfishly, I can tell you, man, you don't need 8 hours of sleep. You know what I'm saying? Because me, 8 hours of sleep is too much. You know what I'm saying? I can operate off of 8 the same way I operate off of 7, 6, 5, 4. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it all depends. You got to find yourself. I lost a job trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? Fresh out of high school, I got into a good job at Target, and I was coming in 5 in the morning to 3, and then after that, I would head to Kohl's and go it was 4 to 4.
That was my favorite warehouse job.
Kohl's? Yeah.
The only warehouse all the time that lets you listen to music. I love Kohl's. Kohl's is my favorite.
I used to literally not do shit the whole day. All you got to do is bust yourself for an hour and a half. They be like, damn, T, you been going crazy. crazy. And I was like, I haven't been doing nothing, but I'm like, they're looking up. Yeah, Cole's one of the warehouses.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I used to be on machinery at my morning job, and it's a cherry picker, what it's called, and you basically just go way up, like stories on where the merch is, and I was out there knocked out on the top of the top of the thing.
Where is this at?
The Target.
Okay.
Yeah. So and then I was like, man, I was just like, man. I mean, but fresh out of high school, I mean, I'm not saying it's not good to get your money, but it was things more important than just getting a bag. You know what I'm saying? And I really wasn't guided in that right direction, but ended up knocking out, and I'm like, man, I can't do this. Went home. They came back the next day and was like, yeah, you're not right for the job. I'm like, okay, I didn't even care. I didn't even care.
I remember them days, boy.
Yeah, it was tough. But yeah, health is very important, and right now I'm in the process of trying to figure out working schedules and meal prepping and trying to eat little vitamins.
Prepare yourself for tomorrow so you have a better day for tomorrow. Have a better day than the last day. You feel me? So even if you got to take 30 minutes to an hour from today to make sure tomorrow's good, take that time. Even if it's sleep, even if it's packing lunch, even if it's putting your clothes out, just so you have a better day for tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to make that ride smoother.
Yeah, that's how you got to take it. I had a question for you, Delilah, because you was talking about the rising in the sun of
I'm not too,
your sun. Oh, okay, yeah. So,
go ahead.
because I think the same thing. Because so I'm a Cancer. My birthday's July 22nd, but the 23rd is Leo, like right after that.
I was just gonna ask what's the cutoff date.
Yeah, so that's the cutoff. But I don't see myself too much as a Cancer, even though I'm a sensitive person. I'm a loving person too. But I see myself as that Leo, as that I'm the shit. You can't tell me nothing. Like, you can't just really can't.
You're a cusp. So
that's what they call it. Yeah, I looked it up before, and I don't want to feel soft or nothing.
Did you look up your like rising or moon or whatever?
Nah, I don't even know what that is.
It might be a Leo.
Okay.
So it's basically like different parts.
So what does that mean? Rising the moon. What is it?
Like I said, I don't really
you don't know that? Okay.
I just know I looked up my chart, and that's what it is.
Okay.
And it kind of tells you it's a lot of different things. Honestly, like I said, I don't know all of it.
Yeah.
But like how I said, I'm nothing like a Cancer, but I'm a Gemini Cancer cusp.
Yeah.
So my rising was a Cancer, and I see how that's implemented.
What's your birthday? The date?
June 18th.
What's it cut off of?
It's 22 or 23. But
Okay,
I'm so to the
it's
end.
right so close.
You know
They say to the 18th to the end of it, or the 17th to the end of it, you can be a cusp.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And that's for me. So my cusp, but see, the rising was Cancer. So I'm like, I see now, like,
you
why.
You can balance yourself out of what.
So you should look up yours and see what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do that for sure.
That'll be cool.
I'm a Virgo, so you know how we do.
My sister's a Virgo. So
I'm not. I'm used to you, and I don't like you. Like, y'all just don't like it. Yeah, But okay, that's dope. That's dope.
So yeah, you would have to look into it. It's cool because you could like look up like your love life. I think it's like Juno. I don't know, because there's like the planets. It's like different things. I don't know. You'll have to look it up.
Okay, so I'm not into this. Okay, so I'm not into this. Who do you think you mix well with? Like signs. Because girls always be putting out on Twitter. I just don't be understanding.
That's where I'm like, I don't really care. It's like if I vibe with you, I
vibe with you. That's what I think.
This is another thing that I was like, dang, it kind of, you can't just go based solely off your sign. If people hate Geminis, we're like, let's hate it.
Are y'all? Yeah,
that's what people
I think
say.
I love Geminis.
Yeah.
Miggy's a Gemini, and I just feel like that's his ultimate love. I don't know if it's an opposite sex. It probably have to be an opposite sex thing, but I'm just not sure.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like Geminis.
Okay.
I hate when people
What's the judgment of that? Because you say Geminis get judged.
Okay, so it's the twins. People say they're two-faced. They have two different sides of them. But I feel like everybody has two different sides of them. Everyone has you have a good day, you have a good day. That's what I'm saying. So I don't really like. I don't know. I don't like what our view as a sign. Like Geminis aren't just two-faced. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I got something for you. Hold on, Chance. Hold on, I got something for you.
All right, two-faced.
The two-faced. I want to double back on your side of this two-faced, because you just said, I'm not a person that give out love all the time. I don't give reassurance. Yeah, but then you just said, I'm a loving person. So that's
why I feel like those are my two. I always say like, oh yeah, I have two sides. It's either I fuck with you or I don't.
Yeah.
So that's my two sides. Yeah. And you'll feel each one. You know what I'm saying? If I fuck with you, you're gonna feel that. If I don't fuck with you, you're gonna feel that.
Yeah, okay. But you definitely said even if in a relationship, I don't give you reassurance every day. But then you just like 10 seconds after that, you said, I'm a lover too. I'm also a lover.
Well, I understand what she's saying, because I don't give out reassurance. You know what I'm saying? But it's like if you need me, I'm there. And I feel like we give out. Well, I give out love in my own way. You know what I'm saying?
What is that
everybody.
Okay, so
hold on.
The way. Hold on. Let me ask a question before you go. Not even if that's your way, do your lover know that's the way that you love? Are you communicating that, hey, I don't give that much reassurance, but just know we're solid, or do a situation have to happen for y'all to know that then it has to, then you bring it up like, hey, this is just what I am. It's not that I'm not fucking with you, it's just that it's just that, you know, this if the situation get brought up into hand.
That's where a lot of people disconnect that though.
Okay.
Communication.
Absolutely.
Communication is the biggest one.
Biggest
a lot
thing,
of people will go into relationships thinking that this is the way I need to love you because that's how the last relationship, that's what I messed up, I didn't do this. You know what I'm saying? They kind of go off previous experiences. Whereas you really need to figure out a person and what their love language is. What, you know, you can't love someone in your love language, you gotta love someone in their love language. It's something that I've always battled with too because I don't ever know tough love. But what if you grew up and you need a lot of it? It's a communication thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I think there's a disconnect with people when they don't communicate. This is how I need to be loved. So you either gonna do it or I'm gonna go because it'll never work out.
So with that, how do you have that conversation off the rip? Like,
it's not a simple conversation you can have. You gotta learn the person.
Okay,
you know?
first. Then,
but it sucks because along learning someone, you might grow feelings and realize that no, you don't have feelings for you. It's a disconnect. We're not. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It sucks, but it's life.
I feel like it's easy. I feel like it is easy. You know what I'm saying? But you don't know that until you grow up. You know what I'm saying? Like now at this point, if I ever split ways, and I met someone, it's at the point that you know what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, when you go on first dates, when you're talking to this individual, it's like, all right, this is how I am. You know what I'm saying? So, like me, what I'm dealing with, well, I'm not really dealing with it, but, you know, with my situation, love the reassurance. Reassuring like boom boom, I love you all the time. You look so beautiful. And it's like okay, and you have to make that divide to understand like all right, I'm gonna do this to make this person happy because I'm really effing with this person. Or you gotta say no, I don't want to do that. I could risk losing this person off something like that. And then once you get to that level, it's more of a like all right, well. Either she has to conform or I have to conform. One of us has to, or it's just going to be clash till we get tired of each other. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people are stuck in their ways. Though. A lot of people aren't willing to grow and learn. You know what I'm saying? And
this is me. This is how I am.
Yeah, this is how I am.
Love is not selfish.
That's how I am. That is exactly how I'm. It's like this is me, and like boom, boom, adjust to me. That's how I am. Like this is me how I am. But it's more of like I give and take on certain things, but like. Certain things I'm not giving. Like it's like nah.
And what is that? What is that? Okay, my bad. Sorry, what is that? Because you're saying love is not giving. Because remember we had a couple podcasts ago, probably 5-6 podcasts. Yeah. We said love is. What was the question, bro?
I don't remember, bro. You can't even.
I got a bad memory too.
Okay, but it was basically along the lines. Is love selfish? Is love like? Can you change for your woman to love her?
Oh, it was more of a. Compromise for what? Basically.
Yeah. Can you compromise for your girl?
Depending on what it is, you know what I'm saying.
But you said no at that time.
Did I? No. Okay. Let me break it down to context.
Okay. Good.
Certain things I'm not compromising.
And what is that? Like what is your say so? Like
my bluntness, the way I speak. You know what I'm saying. So, let's say you dress up and you put something on, and it's like nah, I don't like that. It's like, and then you might catch offense to that instead of saying. Put something else on. I said the same thing.
Okay,
I just said it.
I'm gonna have to butt in right there.
I just said it different.
Delivery is the most important thing in this world.
Delivery. And Terrence don't have good delivery. That's a great answer. You don't have delivery.
And I'm talking about love. I'm talking about real life, job. It don't matter what it is. Delivery is the most important because if you know how to deliver something, you will have your way with whatever it is. It will go in your favor. It's not that. It's that delivery because you don't want her to wear that, right? If you give delivery to her in a way,
you could just be like, "Hey, babe, I think this one look way better on you." Even if you didn't like it, if you
that's kind of manipulative though.
But what you said is manipulative too. Because look,
so you put it in a way. You put it in context.
Okay, so what's the two examples you gave?
I mean, I gave that example, but on a like more, it'd be like something like dang, it'd be something. All right, so things like, all right, I'm gonna give an example. It'd be like. Damn, your breath stink. Like, whoever it is. No, just whatever. Something rude or, man, you ugly. Whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Or, you're not my type, or hey babe, here's a or not babe, homie, whatever it is. Hey, here's some gum, bro. Take that. It's about delivery, and I feel like when we're well, I know when you're too blunt, it's just me being blunt. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a blunt person too.
People who aren't blunt can't take it, and then I try to get people to understand, like, I said the same thing. Like, I would say something blunt and so-called rude, but then exactly. But then I'll be like, okay, well, let me say it like this, and it'll be like, okay, I said the same thing. That's my thing.
So this has to deal with being selfish and unselfish. That's very selfish of you to think like, oh, it's the same thing.
Thank you.
This is where you have to think about the other person. Take your feelings out of it and take account of the other person's feelings when you deliver this message. Right. Yeah, you don't like that. And you're going to say it blunt because that's how you are. But if you love this person, you care about this person, you don't want them to take it the wrong way, you're going to have to adjust how you say it.
Thank you. So me and Terrence had this conversation we was like, you got to know your friends. You got to know your friends. You got to know your girl. You got to know how it is. You just can't say this because even if you think it's some way, they might take it a different 100% different way. And we have to. We argued about this. I was like, Terrence, there's a way to say something and there's a way to not to say something. You got to know your friends. So just saying, like, if I be like, hey, Terrence, that cap ugly as fuck, nigga. Take that shit off. You're like, damn, why you gotta say it like that? It's like, Terrence, you probably could have worn a better cap than that. Or you just gotta know your friends. Like, I could probably say that to you because you probably wouldn't care. Like, of me saying it like that. Like, okay, you joking. But other people, you just be like, damn, bro, this is probably my favorite cap. This is like, but you gotta know your friend. Like, you gotta know your audience. You gotta know who you're talking to. Because not everybody the same. Not everybody thinks like you. And you think like that. You've always also.
You know what's crazy? I take it back to sports. Know your audience, right? So I take it back to sports. How, you know how I am.
Yeah, I know. You already know. Yeah, you know, I don't mind anything you do. Yeah,
I throw a crazy pass and they'll fumble it. And somebody and the coach told me that. Know your players. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, that was a perfect pass, and they would get on me about it. You know, they had the higher
and then
ups.
You get mad. You talk back to the coach. You on the bench.
Right. It didn't go that far. But yeah,
we know. Yeah.
But yeah, exactly. And that's crazy it takes realization. Once you realize something, once you realize something,
you have to grow.
Yeah, and Terrence, you're getting better at it. I say that.
That's all that matters.
You're getting better at it because it was either Terrence way or no way, and then that's where you get the hostility back. Even if you don't feel the hostility, because sometimes you'll guess like, oh, I didn't know we had a problem. But then you would be like, then they'll tell you what the problem is. Like, oh, I was just really being myself. I was really being, but then it was like, nah. Then they start acting like you, even though that's not their character. You feel me? That's not their character. So it's a realization. It's like you said, I know you're not a selfish person, but you can be looked upon as a selfish person. Yeah. But sometimes, like, just challenge yourself. Just be like, I'm going to act like T. I'm going to act like B. I'm going to act like they. I'm going to act like Miggy. I'm going to act like... I want to see how they feel instead of me just being me. Because you know yourself down pat. You know who you are. Yeah. See how your friends are. Let's see how Delilah is. Let me really talk to her and really see, like, this is what Delilah like. This is how I should talk to Delilah. This is how she is. Oh, she really don't really... she's really not that soft. She's really a hard-working person. So we've been like, hey, Delilah, I think I need you to work hard. I feel like, I know you busting your ass, but I feel like you can go even better. But some people will be like, damn, I'm at my best, Terrence. This is the best I could do. Or so then that's when you switch the conversation up, like, T, you really doing a great job. Even though you probably think he could probably do better, but he's not ready to hear that yet. You know, he's not ready to... So in that aspect, I feel like I'm not doing a service to my homie.
That's what I want to.
You know what I'm saying? So listen. But sometimes, okay, so I love what you say. You saying you're not doing a service to that person, but what if they doing their very best, and then you congratulating them makes them do even better? You feel me?
But see, that's a tough thing because now we dealing with what ifs. Like, dang, should I just congratulate them and see what I can give, or should I actually try to bring out the best in that person? You know what I'm saying?
But then again, that's coming back to you of knowing who that person is. That's coming back to you know who that person is.
That's one thing I want to say too, though, is that you shouldn't never have to change you. If that's you as a person, that's you as a person. Yeah. That's why it's a way to say it without, you know what I'm saying, like how you said it's being a disservice for, you kind of feel like as if you're lying or like you're not speaking your whole truth. You could speak your whole truth and get what you want to say off. It's just the way you present it. You have to know your audience. Like you don't have to change you and you know how you think, and you just have to change the way it comes out your mouth. But that's what I say. You don't have to do it with everybody. But if you care about this person, you should want to do that. You should want to do that for that person.
And then at the end of the day, you telling somebody something, it wouldn't kill your life. It shouldn't be like, oh, I was fake. Oh my gosh, I hate myself. Like, you know, it shouldn't be that. But
like, but I can tell he's very blunt person. That's me. I don't like sugarcoat nothing. That's why I've never really been the friend to, you can't cry on my shoulder, but I'll take you out. We go get our mind off of it, you know? And I've always, but it's like, I know that I feel like that's how you know your friends and know your audience. My friends know that they don't come to me if you want to cry because I'm not crying with you. But we go. We're going to celebrate. Let's go get happy. We go get our mind off it. But there are friends who will sit there and be sad with you. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
but that's another thing is that I wouldn't even put myself in that situation knowing that that's how I come off and it may hurt their feelings, or you know what I'm saying, or they might not.
But you established that already.
Yeah,
you established that with your friends, so they know.
I feel like you don't have to change you as a person. Like I said, I know I don't sugarcoat nothing.
That's why you have different friends. Like Terrence, that's not something I probably come with Terrence with. Like, oh, this is what's happening. You know, I probably come with Terrence with a business idea. Like, hey, Terrence, let's do this. Let's move with that. But you know, that's what you got different friends for. That's what you got. Like, then you know, I probably got a homie that's like, hey, fuck, nigga, today beat me the fuck up. Hey, man, how you feel about this? How you know? It's just you got different friends that have different type of feelings.
Yeah, I don't like that, bro.
But you don't want to become the person, like, for example, say, I know you'll probably beat me up if I come tell you something. Like, oh, damn, I don't want to tell Terrence this because he going to just make me feel worse. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, for example, you have, like, let's say, like, your mom or your dad or, like, someone that you could go to for advice and someone who's just going to put you down. You know what I'm saying? You have, like, two figures. It's like you don't want to be that friend that... like I know they're gonna beat me. Like how he said, like you have friends for different things. You don't want to go to somebody knowing that, damn, they're just gonna make me feel bad. Like they're just gonna make me sink, you know, worse to where I am. Whereas to where I could go to this person, they can help me feel better. You know what I'm saying?
But that's low key the harsh reality of life.
It is. But like I said, delivery. I could probably go to you because you're probably gonna tell me some real shit, but I know you're gonna hurt my feelings because the way you say it, I'm not gonna. You know what I'm saying?
See, but Delilah, you can take that. There's some people that can't take that. There's some people that can't take that.
That's very true.
Because you say you grew up on tough love, like you know, having these conversations with you and Terrence, I can see the similarities of like. The tough love, like you know, I'm tough. This is just what it is. I'm gonna figure it out myself. I don't have to ask these questions. I'm gonna hold it in. I'm gonna figure it out. Me and Terrence spoke on that before, so it's just the harsh reality is just different people for different, like different strokes for different folks. That's just what it is.
And I think that's good to have. You said that's you don't like that.
No, I said what I was saying that I didn't like is that when he said I can come to this homie for this and this homie for that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like. You should be able to come to all homies for everything if they're your homies. I feel like when it's a homie, I'm not saying come to a certain person for everything. It's because in my circle, I see the disconnect. You know, it's not really a disconnect, but it's a more here, less here, less here. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I feel like when you're their homie. You should be able to take it with a grain of salt. You shouldn't take it with no feelings attached. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if I am your homie, and if you see me as that way, everything I'm saying is only coming out of love. And if we are homies, you know how I am. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about.
See, but you're saying you know how you are. That's what I'm saying.
No, I said no. I am. No, like if you know. Yeah, you know how I am.
Yeah, so if we know how you are, we don't want that type of criticism of life just because we know how you are. That's what I'm saying. That's just what it is. So it's the harsh life. And then you said, okay, I like this question. I like what you just said. You said you see the disconnect. Where is the disconnect at?
It's not the we'll talk about it.
Yeah, that's why he has to get back.
I want to know. I want to know. Speak on it. That's what it is. Speak on it. It only makes it better. Speak your truth, baby. Speak your truth. We ain't speaking our truth.
No. I'm waiting for y'all to get what y'all gotta say out.
That's it. I'm talking to you, Terrence. Speak your truth. I ain't talking to nobody else. Excuse me, Delilah. Excuse me.
Okay.
Yeah. With our homies, with Migs for one. You know what I'm saying? And this is a conversation that we gotta have. as amongst our people. Meg's main thing is love and this and this and this, but it's not really reciprocated, or it's not really shown throughout everybody as he portrays. Mm-hmm. You and Miggs have a connection like this. Me and you have a connection like this. Mm-hmm. You and Nate have a connection like this. Yeah. Miggs and Nate have a connection like this. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So when I
have a connection like that with everybody? Yeah. Yeah,
you do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
type of person you is.
Yeah, that's type of person. Yeah. Hello.
I have a connection with everybody. I should.
No,
look. So you know what I'm saying? So what I say is, I feel like, and it came from me watching this show, bro. It's called A Million Little Things. I don't know if y'all seen it.
Is that new? That came out new?
It's on the 3rd season, but I'm on like the 2nd season.
What's that song?
It's on Hulu.
I just seen a commercial of that for some reason. Okay, it's good though.
It's a really good show, bro. Okay. It makes you think about just friendship and family type. You know what I'm saying?
Talk, speak.
And it got me thinking, like, dang, our homies, because when we see things like the not Christmas trips, but like the Tommy and Martins, you know what I'm saying? The Tyler Perry Christmas trips, vacations. Do we have that?
Do we?
That's just a question. I don't know.
Nah. I give it to you. Nah, we don't have that.
All right.
We don't do it.
So
we want it, but
no. Not. Do we have the trips? Do we have the camaraderie? That's what I'm asking you.
So,
or
not the camaraderie, but then again, them when they was taking them trips, they wasn't with each other every day, but they knew to balance it out when it was time to get the trip mode. Mm-hmm. To like, let's sink in. Let's get it together. Yeah. We don't have that. That's what I'm saying. We probably don't have that. But it probably takes time, Terrence.
And my thing is like, why does it take time? Because you spew it out, Mig spew it out, my bro even spews it out on the way he wants to spew it out, and I take it. Keep on that.
Go.
So we all spew it out in our own ways, and as much as people want to say, oh, even when we was at RJ's little thing and we was out here chopping it up, and Migs was like, I just can't. Tristan, shut up! All right. Even when we was at freaking at RJ's thing, and it was like, dang, I don't know why I just can't take this serious with T's here. You talking about me? No, it was talking about me. No, Terry. Like that. Mig said that. Remember we was Harlem, and it's like,
it gives you a goofy. Yeah.
Nah, it is goofy, but at a certain point, you got to start to understand people's roles in their friendship. You know what I'm saying? My role is, I can be serious. I can do it. But if we're being serious, just know a joke is coming. Just know I don't want everybody's spirits to be like, oh man, it's just a tough time. You got to be able to laugh, and you got to be able to lighten up some kind of situation. So, and that's not even what that situation is about. It's just about.
I didn't see that happen. Okay, yeah.
No. Because no. Just like, simple move. Like, oh, like we'll be talking about something. Oh yeah. And then the joke come. Ha ha ha. All right, now let's.
I just know. Like, okay, so with that, bro, you know who your goofy friends are. You know who they not. So if somebody's saying something serious, Terrence, I know not to look your way. I just know not to look you in your eye. Just cause I could dissect everything a person saying serious. Then as soon as I look this way, I'm like, oh, he's catching the same funniest. So it's just one of them things, bro. It's just one of them things.
I mean, I just feel like, and we're gonna have it. That's why I didn't want to say it now, because we don't have his our homies present.
Yeah.
But I've been thinking about it. We need to get it and. Honestly, I'm left out of a lot of stuff in the group. You know what I'm saying? Just of conversations that need to be done.
Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't. I mean,
you are.
See what I mean? And that's the whole point I'm trying to get. It's like when it's serious, and I may make a joke, but me and RJ have real conversations. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool.
Me and people have real conversations. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool. I don't know what people is, but that's cool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you're not me and you can never have. Well, no, we have.
Yeah, we have serious conversations. But you just know a joke is 2 seconds behind it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, though. It's not a bad thing. That's not a wrong thing.
Yeah,
that's your friendship.
it's not.
It's okay to laugh. But like I said, know your audience. It's not a lot of people. You can't do that with everybody.
Yeah. So Delilah, this is what I say to Terrence, because I feel like I know I get the best out of my friends more than anybody else, and that's not a flex or anything.
No, that's a beautiful quality.
Yeah, that's a beautiful quality. So somebody can talk to me about a certain situation, and it can be near and dear to their heart, and it's cool. Like, let me know your real you. I feel like Terrence could do it. I feel like Mickey do it. I feel like Nate could do it. I feel like anybody can, and that's a beautiful quality. If you need to, it's cool. Terrence, this is what I challenge you on. Do something separately with every person, because I've done it. And that's when a bond comes. When's the last time you hung out with Meg by yourself? Never.
It's hard to. Don't say never.
It's hard to. So figure out each other's schedule, and it's not impossible. Is it impossible?
It's not impossible, bro. But it's also a fact of and we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there because we're gonna get there.
Okay, so listen, bingo. So Meg, have that conversation where y'all can just sit, boy, at each other, learn each other. Just y'all two by yourself.
I already know Meg.
Okay, you're not getting what I'm saying. But you know Meg from what? Because I'm always around. Whenever you low-key see Meg, I'm there. So I'm saying, like, just y'all two. Just let it be y'all two. I've been around when it's just me and Meg. I've been around when it's just me and Thay. I've been around when it's just me and Nate. I've been around. I need you to like, learn everybody. Just be there when it's just you and B. Be there when it's just you and Nate. Be there when it's just you and I forgot anybody. Just be there when it's just you and Thayer. That's a big one. Be there more when it's just you and Thayer. I feel like
that's a conversation but trust me, I know his problem, and I know the problem. I'm not gonna say our problem, but I know the problem.
Okay,
but. Yeah, we'll talk about it on you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, for sure.
But it's more of a I hear what you're saying.
You saying it's more of a disconnect, and the thing is, I see where you can say it's a disconnect. I don't feel the disconnect because whenever they with me, it's all like a natural love. Like I said, I can hang out with me. I can hang out with Nate. You see me. I can hang out with everybody, and
I'm not saying when we all get together. It's
not all together. I'm saying singly. I want you to do it singly.
No. You said you can see where there's the disconnect, but you don't see it because boom, boom, boom. I'm saying that you see how friends treat other friends differently, and I don't like that because I feel like I treat all my friends the same way.
That's for sure life, though. That's not necessarily. I don't want to say, like I said, it's a bad thing. It's neutral. It's neutral. It's you're gonna get that everywhere. Yeah. And regardless if it's at a job, a workplace, family, friends, I feel like it's not always like that. That's why when I told Toriana that's a beautiful quality to have, not everybody has that. Not everybody can just be cool and have the same type of relationship with everybody, and that's fine. Everybody don't need to be close. Like maybe it's the reason why. It's the reason. Like I know you have said like you challenge him to do it. It's the reason why it hasn't happened. Not even though yes, y'all all may be close as a group. You don't have to necessarily be close individually. Now if you feel like there's like maybe tension or whatever, that's something definitely to talk about. But as of we need to be closer. No, you don't.
Yeah.
That's not something that needs to happen.
Yeah.
You know
Okay.
What I'm saying?
So what I say about that. Figure it out if it doesn't need to happen or not.
Very true.
Have that time with y'all two and y'all talk. And if it doesn't really work, if y'all don't see that type of bond, just be like, it's not meant to be.
Like
it's
I said, it's a reason.
It's a reason. Like you bingo. It's a reason. Like it's just like.
And that's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. That don't mean everybody can't get together and have a good time. But it's just like. It's a reason why me and that person just not hanging out. We just don't vibe with each other.
Just not clicking on that level.
It's just not clicking on that level. It probably take time. Probably later. Y'all probably get through something. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it never happens, it never happens. Okay.
That's why I just want to touch on about too, because I feel like you may feel like kind of cornered maybe, because like it's like dang, like I don't have this, but you do. It's kind of like it's not necessarily a bad thing. Like you vibe with who you vibe with, and you don't with who you don't. And like I said, it's not all. It don't need to be forced, in my feeling. That's just kind of perspective. I don't know everything that's going on in my perspective. Not it's okay. A lot of things it's just life. It's okay.
What I figured out about my friends, Terrence, about me and you, bro, it's a different type of love that we both give. So with you, I see friends that try to challenge. They not saying that you bigger, but it's a more competitive standpoint that you put out, and it's more of a relaxation with me. You feel me? And it's not saying that both either is bad. You need both to succeed. You feel me? Yeah. You need to be like, gee, this is like, fuck, bro, I don't know what to do. All right, let's do this. And it's like, hey, Terrence, I'm working hard. You know, let's get it. What you got going on? What you got? Because you're a competitive person. Yeah. That's not a bad. That's a great thing. You know, yeah. I feel like it's great on both sides. So they get different of each. They get a different person. You know, and me and you, you know, we've been through it for so long. We know how to be like. You know, we know how to balance each other out. You know, we get it. You know, we understand where it just be like, oh yeah, okay. I already know what Terrence gonna say before he say it. You already know what I'm gonna say before I say it. So you know, and that's not for everybody to get because they haven't been around since the 8th grade. Like we've been at it before. Like when you came in the 8th grade, it was straight competition.
From day one,
I didn't like you at 8th grade, but I was like, this nigga trying to think he the best basketball player in the school. Like you crazy. Like it's me. Like and then 9th grade. I came into the school I went to Ike not knowing anybody because I was supposed to go to Rialto High. So it's like, oh, I gotta know this nigga. Like, I know Terrence. So like, yeah, Terrence, who these niggas are? Oh, this is Bill. This is Bones. This is it. And I was like, okay, Terrence, all right, this is cool. So, I gotta keep my competitive level up. And then look where it took me. You feel me? Think about where it took me. Because I was like, I gotta be on this level, like, so I can eat with the dogs. Like, so it's different. It helped everybody, bro, but it's a different type of love, Like Absolutely. You said, you got more of a tough love. I got more of a softer type of love. Yeah. Even if, it'll take homies to be like, oh, that's soft though. But like, nah, it's just what it is.
Now I have a question for you guys.
Talk to me.
Do you feel that your upbringing and how you was raised, takes a big part of how you love?
That's hell yeah.
So how were you loved? Which is why I'm saying.
Okay, so yeah, me and Terrence was definitely raised definitely separately. So me and my parents, they I grew up with both of my parents. Mm-hmm. Both of my parents, it was a loving. I can say this for a fact, and this is probably a great accomplishment for my parents. I thank them for it. I've never seen my parents fight probably once, and it was probably for like 10 seconds.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, until I got older, I understood they fought, like, but it was never in front of me, Sid, my little brother. Like, it was never in front. So that's the type of love. It was always us versus everybody. Not even if, that sounds general, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's that family, like, right. It's us, like, you got everybody back. I say this again, Delilah. If I ever get into a fight, and it's Sydney, Terrence, and all of my homies, Sydney will be the first one to punch. Mm-hmm. And it's not taking a knock on them. It's not, but I just know, like, that's the type of love we have. Right. That's the type of love, 6, 9, 10, it doesn't matter. She's going to, that's the type of love. And it's probably different for Terrence.
Oh, yeah, it's way different for me, bro. I feel like, and I've spoken this, I feel like the love that he has, it has to be taught. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, people see brothers and sisters and things like that, and be like, "Oh, you don't have a close relationship with this or your dad or your mom or whatever." And I feel like it has to be taught. You have to grow up in that environment and know, like, hey, you better not do this. Oh, this is family. This is thicker than everything. They gonna have your back when your homies may do some shicey stuff. Mm-hmm. They gonna, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that wasn't instilled at a young age. Mm-hmm. And then when you grow up, you start to realize and understand and see movies and see stuff and see, obviously it's fiction, but it has truth to it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So I grew up completely different. I seen all the fights. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I was just sitting there, boom, boom, boom. And then it got to a point where like, damn, I'm tired of this. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's just, and it was more of a past trauma that was instilled over and over. I don't really know past the greats, but from the grandparents to the parents to now me, it was this conversation was never had. But you just when you get older, you start to understand like and see like, oh, this was, you know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. You start to do things for your own. Yeah, right. You start to see, and it's like, okay. So that kind of divide that you kind of could say, or that kind of how we was grew up, I definitely feel that way because I was the middle child. I don't know if y'all not you the oldest. I don't even know.
I'm the
you
oldest
probably
from my mom. Yeah.
Right. The oldest gets, makes all the mistakes and boom, boom, boom. The middle kind of gets, he's the youngest. And then if you have another one, it's like, now I have the baby and now I have the oldest. And that's kind of, and
That's how you felt?
That's kind of,
That's how Sydney felt.
you know what I'm saying?
That's how my sister feels.
That's how Sydney. I can never see it, but
right.
that's how
it's
they
kind,
see it.
It's kind of like and I'm not saying the oldest always messes up, but the oldest makes mistakes and it ruins it. And it ruins and it ruins it for the middle. And then once you have a baby, it's like, oh well, this is the baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
that's how it goes.
Exactly. So the middle kind of gets left out. And to your point, I never understood it that time, but that's probably where that nonchalant came from. That bluntness came from. Like, it's cool. You're not gonna hurt me. You're not gonna such and such. And then dealing with what I dealt with in life, all it did was add, because you gonna feel stuff once you hit like middle school and you start actually liking the opposite sex, same sex, whatever you like, or you start to actually start dealing with or have homies that do some shady stuff with you, or you gonna start feeling that emotion from those people. You know what I'm saying? We don't like our homies more than our family, but we have a different connection with our homies than our family. You know what I'm saying? So once they do something to you, or your girl or your boy or your man, whatever, it's like, dang, now you start to, okay, boom. And instead of you going to say, hey, this is how it was with mom, pops, brother, whatever, I held it in. You know what I'm saying? So now once you held it in, now it creates something else.
Definitely.
And once it creates something else, now we're on the high school. Held it in. And now once you get to that age, 19, 18, it's like, this is your identity. This is who you are. It's like, you can't tell me. It's hard to learn the language at an old age than as a young age. Because when at a developing stage, you're learning. Once you get to that age, it's like you stuck in your ways. You doing what you do. Like, nah, this is how it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's where our divide came from. As for in that fact, and that's why we love differently in the aspect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. One thing I could say though is that it could go one or two ways. You could experience that and love solely off how you were loved, or you could do the exact opposite. Yeah. It's a lot of people you see at
What's
school.
What's the exact
like,
opposite?
I'm gonna explain to you. So like, say like for example, a kid in your classroom is always so happy all the time, always so loving, and just you. There's a lot of people, they have that vibrant energy.
Yeah, you know,
and you feel it. Yeah, you definitely have it. Yeah. It's like a vibrant energy, and they're going through the worst at home.
Yeah,
you would never know it.
You'll never know.
Never know. And
you know how to do that for sure. Yeah.
So I feel like you can either love off of how you were loved, or you could love like, I don't ever want to be loved like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to say, I know it's different for everybody, but I think the biggest, probably the ways it goes the most, is that you're loved on how your parents loved you.
Okay, so I got a question for you. How was your household back in the day? Like, how was you brought up?
I was in a broken home for sure. My mom was a single mother at 3.
Okay.
My dad wasn't really always around. He was here and there, But my mom, I mean, she was definitely tough love. I want to say it was more my mom's side of the family, because that's who I was with the most, I want to say, or around the most. They're tough love. And
why do you think that is? Is it because your work is nonstop?
I don't know. It's just tough. Like, it's not, like, for example, I always was like, if I have a boyfriend, I'm not bringing them to that family, because y'all are mean. Honestly, like, they're miserable, like, just miserable to me. Like,
Yeah.
And so, but my mom, very loving. But I want to say I kind of am like my mom in a lot of ways, because a lot of people, like, if you're around me, you'll feel loved. You'll never feel, like, left out.
Yeah.
But, my mom wasn't the type to be very reassuring either. You know?
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like I took after my mom, but she was very loving, like, into other people too. But like I said, she was part of the tough love. She did, But I think as a family as a whole, everyone was like that. Like, my grandma was like that with all her kids. Yeah. So that, for me, that's how it was like. I did live with, like, my dad's side of the family for a little while growing up, but they were very loving. So that was a loving side. Like, if you go over there, you can tell, it's all love. Yeah. But I've come from two different.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah, both
the thing
sides
is,
different.
I don't feel like it's not a bad thing. Because, like, even if it wasn't love then, because I feel like the beneficial of it, you know how to get it by yourself. You know how to be like, it's a bad day, cool. I know how to make myself happy, though. I'm a grind to make myself happy, And if it's like coming from another end, it's like, I need my family. I need this and that. So it can be either or. Right, it can be. So it's good. I'm not gonna say it's good. It can be. It depends who you are. It's good to experience both sides. Like, go out for yourself. If you're a family man, go out for yourself. Go try to get it yourself. And even if you're not, go to your family. Just be like, hey, when did we ever disconnect? What was this conversation? When you got that conversation? Yeah, it's both on both ends.
I think it's a good thing to understand both sides. A lot of people kind of meet people or like talk to people and kind of just expect them to be a certain way when they don't really understand that, maybe that's not how they did it. Like, people are just very quick to judge. Like, oh, you're like this, so not even knowing what they've been through that made them like that. So I feel like as people, we should be a lot more understanding. I feel like, who said this? Was it Kendrick? I don't know. We're put on this earth to love. I think it was Kendrick. I'm not sure.
That sounds like a Kendrick.
We're put on this earth to love. You're supposed to love. You're supposed to love one another.
It's love and peace. That's what makes the world work.
So I feel like a part of doing that is understanding. Not everybody has different battles, and a lot of people are quick to. For example, like Terrence grew off of tough love. Now I'm seeing backgrounds as like, hey, you can't be that way. But that's all he's ever known, especially in prime years.
Yeah, so it's normal to grow. It's normal to grow.
For sure, but as long as somewhere along the way, that's why I know when I see people like, dang, you're like that. But I'm like, somewhere along the way, life will teach you. You will learn. You'll learn you'll unlearn them ways. Not everyone does though, and that's what some people don't understand. Is some people are going to be stuck forever. No one, they don't have conversations like these. They don't have somebody in the ear telling them. They're just stuck. And some people are just, there's people like that. And there's also people who will understand as they grow older, to really take in like, hey, this way may not always be the right way. Like, I just feel like it's better just to understand other both people. Sides. Yeah, it's better to understand both sides.
It teaches you about yourself, even if you don't think it is. Like, my pops is Terrence and my pop, very tough love. Like, it's a tough love thing. You know he love you, but it's tough. You know who your second coach is. Yeah. Like, Coach Johnson probably think I did something right, but you seeing upstairs, like, you just looking at the corner.
He's not impressed.
Yeah, he's not impressed at all. You made the assist, but I want you to go back up. Like, it's the tough love, and it's great to just really have both of it. Like, like I said, my mom is my rock. Like, I want to do everything in front of my mom. It's just my mom. We have a relationship, but my pops is like, nigga, you gotta get it. Like, and it's dope thing to have with both of them. So it's crazy that like my little brother and my little sister. So Sydney is the she take after my dad. Tough love. Like, she need the tough love. She can do it on her own. Like, Sydney can do it on her own. Like, she value the way to life like that. My little brother is like, cause he's a baby. So it's like, even though he think he has it, he's an emotional person too. Like, he thinks he's super tough, and I'm like, it's cool, calm down. It's cool like that. So it's both to like it's great to understand both sides. It's really great to understand both sides. That's why I said I challenge Terrence to understand both sides. Not saying that you're not wrong, Terrence. You are who you are. You're a great person who you think you are. I think you're great. You feel me? But I'm not saying other people don't do, but I'm saying challenge yourself. Dig deep into be like, this is not me, but let's see where this taking me. Yeah, let's see this where it's taking me. That's what it is.
We could probably get to the questions now. So.
Yeah.
Questions?
He said he didn't get to the next
We haven't talked about anything I was going to talk about.
I know, but
now that's cool.
Sometimes some conversations just really go.
I should have told you beforehand. I got good conversation. We can talk about everything.
That's great.
I feel like you overdub shit more about us than you even speaking. You
kind of.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like as life goes on, I be figuring out life every day. So like the more I know, the more I'll be challenging silently in my head, challenging people.
Yeah, that's dope. That's definitely dope. Okay.
All right. This is just a little first one. This is you said you tweeted on, or not tweeted, but you hit us up in the comments about a particular question.
Oh, I remember this.
You know what I'm saying? Ladies, you need a voice. Bing, bing, bing. We got one in the bill. So we was talking about the perfect man. You know what I'm saying? And we was talking about how we don't really think women want the perfect man. You know what I'm saying? Because they and when I say perfect, I say it as, because I do know perfect is subjective. They don't want the man who doesn't make a mistake, who does it all, kind of. You know what I'm saying? So give us and give us a little your take on it. Like, do you can only speak for yourself. Mm-hmm. Do you want the perfect man?
I see. This goes back to where I understand people. Yes and no. Yes and no. But like I said, what you call it? Perfect is subjective, and everyone's perfect is different. Everyone's perfect is different. So I feel like I'm the type of person, I'm gonna cut you off if I don't like something. If I address something and you keep doing it, or like, you know, I'm gonna cut you off. Why? Because I feel like I'm gonna find somebody who don't do that. Mm-hmm. Like I'm so quick to cut you off. So I'm like, I'm gonna find perfect. I'm gonna find perfect for me, you know. Mm-hmm. But communication is key. So like I said, I would always communicate like, hey, I don't really like this. And if you don't show no improvement, oh yeah, I'm good.
So how many times does it take for that person? So
for me, you get one chance.
One chance.
I'm very like, I feel like you tell me something, leave me if I do it again, because you already told me, you already expressed you didn't like that.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. I was talking to the homie about this, and it was like why some women have a hard time, you know, dealing with or some women have a hard time dealing with men is because when like a man cheats and they'll take them back, they're enabling that behavior. You know what I'm saying? But and you know men think off a different membrane than a female does. It's not emotional, it's off of instinct. So when we do something, and if we lose something that was like amazing, we would know next time, don't put in that situation. But you said if he did something I don't like, isn't every spouse going to do something?
For sure, that's why I said you have to express it though. Yeah, I feel like I'm a big person. I'm a big person on some people are who they are. Yeah, and I don't really like to change people, which is something that I've learned over the years, that sometimes, you know, you can change someone. But me, I know a lot of people aren't willing to change their ways. A lot of people are stuck in their ways. I just want to deal with you. Okay, I see what type of person you are. I'm not gonna change that about you. It's a girl that's gonna be okay with that. I'm not one, so I'll just leave. But like I said, I'll express it first and let it be known that hey, I don't like that. So if you keep doing it, I'm just not gonna fuck with you. So I feel like it is a perfect for me. I know I'm big on that. No, of course the delivery don't be different. You know what I'm saying? But just overall, you know,
different strokes, different folks. Yeah, exactly. I feel like you're gonna have to pick what you want to deal with and what not to.
I've learned that. I've learned that too, for sure.
This one, nigga, hold on. Talk to me, man.
Dude, what's wrong with you?
We on the podcast. Shout out to my nigga Vale. I'm sipping on out of that.
That's Vale, man. Hey, FaceTime is Vale. Hey, FaceTime is baby. He about to run your bill up. That nigga in Alaska. Like, where you at there?
Hey.
Yo.
You on the pod, so don't say nothing stupid. Don't say nothing stupid.
Hey, on the pod?
You on the pod. Don't say nothing stupid.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Hey. Alright, I ain't gonna do it. Alright.
She finna come pick that pickup?
Yeah, man. Hey, you got that drop? For me?
I got that drop for you, man.
We talking about drugs, y'all. That's what we talking about. Hardcore.
Hey,
we on Wabash.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm about to send the mule to come get that work.
All right, bet. Hey, just tell her to ring the doorbell
and stop pushing off.
Bro, shut up. We gonna talk about this later.
All right, bet.
All right, bro.
All right, bet.
Shout out my nigga Vale.
Shout out to Vale. Black guy. All right.
I'm sorry, man. I don't even know where we was, but yo.
We're somewhere along the lines.
The perfect
man. The perfect man.
So yeah, like I said, I think everyone should. They'll find a perfect for them. One thing I do want to say, because you have brought it up, was I think a woman will give like multiple chances. Because a lot of people say like, oh, women these days aren't putting up with nothing. Like they'll leave at the first sign or whatever.
Yeah.
That's after a breakup though. I think everyone, after you have your first heartbreak, you kind of know more or less what you'll deal with, what you want.
Facts.
A lot of people aren't taking those shit like damn, they know what it's like to take a person back over and over again after them doing stuff that you don't like, you know. So
it's
after
best
that,
to go out young. It's best to go through it young.
That's what I tell people, because I remember I was in the clubhouse and there was like two who said they haven't got their heart broken. I said I feel bad for you.
Bad.
I think I talked about that. Was it you? Who said why? He was like, why? I
What you
tweeted,
talking about?
I said, if you ain't got, you went through heartbreak, I feel bad for you. He
Yeah.
had wrote me back like,
He
why?
wrote you back, yeah.
And I was like, Dick,
I haven't had my heart broken.
because it's gonna suck. You haven't got your. I feel bad for you. You know what? The older you get, the more violent it gets. I don't want to say physically, but just the more violent. Like it hits you way harder when you're older.
You know, and I hope I don't do it.
I feel bad.
Because I don't feel bad. Just say I never go through it.
Knock on wood. Yeah, I'm gonna knock on that wood. I will never go through it, brother.
Man, it's very rare people don't though, for sure.
I hope I'm one of them rare people because like now it's like I don't want to.
I don't think you gonna go through it because it's more understanding now. Because you know, if you think about it, Terrence, you haven't really been into multiple relationships, bro. So I feel like you have a more understanding of what you want and what your girl wants. So I'm hoping it goes smooth sailing from there. I just hope it goes smooth sailing because, like I said, because if it's like if she do something devious, I'm not gonna knock on wood. I know who she is. I know who she is. She wouldn't, but I'm just saying, if any case is like.
I'm gonna be straight.
Yeah, you just gonna be like, knowing you, oh my god, yeah.
I feel like,
it's gonna be tough though.
Terrence gonna put all this artwork into
because when I say the older you get, it says you want to go through that young age. That's why I'm gonna be all for my kids dating young. Maybe not like super young, but like like in high school, having that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because heartbreak sucks. I'm glad I went through it at 19, 20 years old because
I mean, I was
to a high school.
That was my whole thing of well, that was there was multiple reasons, but one of the reasons I did have trust issues going in, like as the older I got, it was like, dang, I never been through like that kind of like that heartbreak break. Like it's like never. So it's like,
why do you think that was? What you think it was? Like, how did your relationships end previous?
Too guarded, you think?
Nah. I mean, all my relationships ended on my terms. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's even worse. If a relationship don't end on your terms,
you gotta feel both sides. You know, you gotta like wait. I don't want to break. Like who, me? Like who you talking about? Like me? Oh my god!
Damn,
right? I hope it don't either.
The person you is not gonna take it well.
Yeah.
Now Terrence, he want to lead everything. So if a shorty put him through, like if she's just like, I can't do this no more, Terrence. Like, what you mean you can't do this no more, nigga? Like, what you mean? Like, but Terrence, you ain't gonna go through it, bro.
I hope I don't. But like every relationship, it was like they were invested in me, and I kind of got tired. I just like nah, and I went away. So the heartbreak never was really there. It was more like, all right, if we don't work, I don't care. Cause
so you feel like the woman loved more than you love?
Oh, every girl.
I feel so bad for you.
That's it. You.
I hope it don't happen to you.
God, you don't put this calm on me, bro.
It's so much wood in here. It's so much wood in here.
Relationships, a successful relationship, I'll stand on this. The man has to love the woman more.
We spoke on that too.
We spoke on that
too. So y'all agree?
Wait, what do we? Yeah, we do agree.
That a man has to love a woman more?
Absolutely.
I think we disagree. Did we disagree on that? I think I said a girl have to love you more.
I feel like
but it's a different situation. It's just
but I feel like because the woman is naturally emotional, they're naturally going to love us more. You know, I mean, it's just a natural thing.
Okay.
So when a man goes above that, it's like
you think it clicks. You would think it clicks. I don't know if you ever have that, Delilah. Have you ever had a nigga that loved you way or liked you way more than you liked them, and it didn't work? Yeah. So it just
sure.
Yeah, for sure. And
but that's the thing, though. I feel like most relationships where a woman loves him more, it's not working out.
Because I can hear what she's saying because they got that.
They so much.
Absolutely. So they'll start to be put in situations like, my girl, she'll take me back. Or it's like, maybe I can get away with this because I know my.
Exactly.
You know
We'll put up with that risk. We'll put up with that risk.
A man who love that girl more ain't gonna even try. Like, dang, I'm putting this.
But then a girl that try you too. Even not in them ways, but that talk back get a little crazy.
Yeah.
That talk back can be like you know, because they know you love them more.
That's what you have to like. A woman has to love you a lot.
Yeah,
it ain't I love you so much, so you have to know. A woman has to love you. Probably, I want to say a woman probably has to love you first, and then the man will have to end up loving you more.
Okay.
That's my opinion. You know, because men, y'all don't like y'all don't love a lot. Like y'all show a lot of love, just naturally, like you said. Like y'all not really emotional people.
Mm-hmm.
But if you love a woman more than she love you, you're for sure gonna show that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna show more than not. You know.
Yeah.
So is it okay? So just say that the girl do love more than a man. How do you? Is there a chance for Is it a chance for that relationship to work?
Definitely,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
okay,
But
okay.
I mean, I just hope a man just respects his women.
Respect
I feel
is
like
okay.
respect is the biggest thing. Like I know a lot of people say anything is cheating. I disagree. I feel like a lot of things. To me, everyone has their own definition of cheating. For me, it's physical. You have to physically cheat in order for me to be like, oh, he cheated on me. But if you do something disrespectful, now I'm gonna be like, he just disrespected the relationship. You know, you have to respect your relationship.
Yeah.
And I feel like, like there's emotional affairs. You just disrespected. You didn't necessarily cheat. You disrespected.
Respected it. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I feel like respect is the biggest part of the
Facts.
relationship. What y'all want to talk about?
This is goofy.
I ain't doing that. But that's fact. I agree.
I was listening to you, and I cut out.
You catch nothing, baby. You didn't catch nothing. Yeah, that's.
I agree. I totally agree. I totally agree 100%. You know what I'm saying? But I feel, it's hard because the double standard rule applies, and it does apply. There's nothing you can get away with. You know what I'm saying? Men they don't act off their heart. Women do. So,
No.
So I have a question, Delilah. Okay, so I have a question. Not to cut you off, Terrence. There's always been a thing where a man could fuck somebody and not have feelings for him, and a girl could have sex with him. That just mean they got over you. Is that a true thing?
I
In a
agree.
relationship? You agree? Yeah.
So, like you said, men don't think with emotion. But see, that doesn't apply to all women.
Yeah.
There's women that could fuck and not have no feelings either.
Yeah, fact.
It's for sure thing, but it's less common than most.
Yeah.
So, a lot of women, if a woman loves you and she cheats on you, well, see that kind of ties in with being the perfect man.
That seed been planted already.
Yeah,
before.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, like for me, I know I've been in a relationship where I was like, if you ever, I'm not like, because you can't tell someone like, don't ever cheat on me. That's dumb because you know they gonna do what they want to do. They gonna cheat on you if they want to cheat on you. If they don't, they don't. But I know for me, I'm like, if you ever cheat on me, don't ever let me find out. Because I know if you cheat on me, it's probably not going to be emotional. It's probably going to be on a trip. And it was like a one night, you'll probably never see her again. I'll probably never hear about her. Mm-hmm. Cool. Just don't let me find out. And don't bring nothing home. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people are like, no man better cheat on me. It's not realistic. You don't know if he's going to cheat on you, he's going to cheat on you. Doesn't really matter what you tell him. But I also agree that
they make that decision themselves.
When it comes to like the perfect man, perfect woman, if woman is doing everything right, I feel like a man will still cheat. But if a man is doing everything right, I don't think a woman will cheat. So I stand on that. I feel like if you're doing everything you need to be doing in that relationship, a woman is not looking elsewhere. But like I said, she has to love you a lot too, because it's something like
love have to be.
But see, and it kind of touches on like he's not perfect for her. Like he's not, because the guy's like, oh, well, I did everything and she still cheated. No, you wasn't doing everything because she probably wouldn't have cheated. Mm-hmm. You're lacking something, and there's no communication. So
that's that communication.
So you're not really understanding what you're lacking, because if you did, she probably wouldn't have looked elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? So
I like that. Gotta go ask some questions.
But yeah, know. definitely stand on that.
Really
you never know. Women is a lot more sneaky. Okay, I take it back. I don't think women are sneaky. I think men just don't care.
Men don't do the investigation if they don't have to.
True.
You feel me? You know, a man won't look through a girl's phone if they feel like they just don't have to. It just
I was like that too. I didn't like it's so. If I'm in a relationship, it's like so easy to cheat on me because I'm not going through your phone. I'm not doing.
You never went through a man's phone before?
That was my heartbreak. Like I didn't.
Who's your heartbreak?
Who's your heartbreak?
Are we speaking of truth? Who we talking about?
The person it don't matter, but I just like your first heartbreak, you do a whole bunch of stuff that's why I feel bad for you. Mm-hmm. You do a whole bunch of stuff that you're like, whoa, I didn't even know I was capable of this. This not even me as a person. Yeah. But love takes a toll on your mental, and it just, you know what I'm saying? So, I did a lot of stuff that I'm like, that's never been me. And I know after that, I'm like, it's never been me. I would never do anything to do that. So I don't want to say like a lot of like Not every woman is the same, which of course that's everybody. Not everybody's the same, but I'm not looking through it. I'm not investigating. Like, you know, I feel like if I need to know, it's gonna cut. It's gonna cut. What's down in the dark will come to the light.
What's down in the dark?
I like that I went through all that shit young, because I'm pretty sure we can speak. There's been some crazy shit we've been through. Everybody been through. Like, you know, like it's like, oh fuck, that was fucking nuts. Like, you know, so I'm happy I've been through that now, because now I know how to love. I know how to treat a woman. But I can't say I was 100% perfect. I used to do my, you know, and that's a guy. A guy used to go through their phase just like a woman probably go through their phase. Like, you would probably really love this girl, but it's like, damn, the homie taking me to the club. Damn, these girls is looking at me.
That's why it's so important that you cannot date someone who hasn't been through her whole phase.
They gotta go through it.
Man or girl? Man or girl?
Either or.
Yeah, they gotta go through it. They gotta go through it.
Either or.
Yeah.
If they're not, but like I said, it's some people who don't ever need to go through it.
I hope not.
They never need to go through it. However, like when you're dating young, and you're like, damn, like you fell in love with this person or whatever. They're young. They ain't gone through nothing yet. But they get older. They start going to clubs. They start seeing more people. You get more attractive when you're older. You start experiencing. You start getting attention you never got before. You know what I'm saying? That will, if it's a, you know, sometimes it gets to your head and think like, who the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not just getting attention from just you no more. I'm getting attention from, and you're just getting all this that you're not really familiar with. And some people like it, some people don't. Some, you know, not everyone needs to go through the whole phase, but for the most part, people go through
Don't sugar it on now.
Like I said, because you can't speak for everybody. You can't speak for everybody. But most people, they need to be out there and experience that before, like, you know.
Through it.
If not, it's gonna happen later on.
For a man, it's pivotal to go through that.
Yeah, for sure.
You have that. I can't speak for a woman, but for a guy,
some people never get out of their whole phase. That's why you see 40-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? Some people
I don't
get out
want
of
it.
it.
That's the scariest thing for me. I just hope I don't be a 40-year-old still at the club trying to find, because that marriage ain't gonna work. Like, you know, you just hope you find something soon, then you just good. You just clean up the books. You got everything you was looking for in this woman. You know, or you could just be like.
But they should,
or you could just
but
be
they
like,
should, but they should know with that whole phase, like what it is. Like when you're in that phase, you start to realize
you should be able to get everything out. You should. I got everything out.
And
you know,
even when you get it out, it's like when you out here doing what you're doing. It's like once you do it, it's like okay, all right.
At the end of the day, like we wasn't fucking with these bitches. Like, you know, we didn't like
exactly.
After that night, you were like, please go home. I just don't want you here.
Right,
please go home.
It was more of a chase. Like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? So. Absolutely, I get exactly.
What do you think about the earth? Go home. I don't care what I
people
like.
Never get that out.
Yeah,
but I think it's very important.
It's very important.
But I don't know. It depends though, because if if you catch them young enough to where it's like you're all they know, then it'll work. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, if you have it, no.
There you go.
That's why you got to be perfect for that person. You got to be showing them everything, showing that you're capable of doing this and doing that. They're not missing nothing. Because if they go out, if you're not giving your woman attention, giving her like what she needs, if she goes out and somebody else gets it to her, she's you know what I'm
it's
saying?
a spark. It's that seed planted.
That's why.
And the crazy thing is, I learned that. I spoke on it from dealing with other people's, they girls or whatever, and it was like. That's kind of what, and that's why I told T, players make the best girls, our boyfriends, because we already know we didn't been with people who got girlfriends, and we was side niggas, faithfully, like boom, boom, boom.
Don't say you. Don't say me. I wasn't doing that. I wasn't doing that. Don't point it at me. Don't you point that camera at me. I'm good. I'm good.
But we know, and it's
okay,
whatever. With me, it was like. When I was messing with, people's girls, it was like you hear it, and it's like, oh, my man.
They communicate with y'all what's wrong with their relationship more than the person that's
exactly. It's like, oh yeah, he boom boom boom. Okay, I don't care. Like, and that's why I say, like, and you said it. Once they start feeling that void or something, and then. And they don't know because it's an emotional thing. So when the dude come and he giving her everything gonna be good when you first, what I'm saying?
You don't give much though. Oh, was you?
Not giving, but it's like It's more of the whispering them. Oh, you making them feel good. You like this. Man, you checking up on her. How's this?
But the man go home and go to sleep.
Yeah, exactly. He already used to her, so it's like, what's up, babe? You forget to say, oh, how was your? It's little things. Or how was your day? You know what I'm saying? How was work? Boom, boom, boom. And then they don't get that, so then you got old boy at the job. How was your day? Boom, what you doing? They just talking. They just happy.
The thing is, you don't be knowing the situation. You don't ever know the situation.
You just trying to exactly.
Because if she start feeling like that, that man not getting posted. It's just the girl. It's probably the baby. It's the girl. So she like.
Wait, T. So there was a girl and a baby that you.
Don't do that. Don't do that. It's just the girl. And she just posted herself, so you don't know what situation she in or whatever. You just don't know what anything she in until you find out after. You like, oh fuck, So it's very tricky. Okay, so I want to double back on that question or your statement. How does a man keep his girl insured? Now, how does he keep it up? Because a man tends to get lazy. Once he knows it's there,
that's how they keep it insured. Yeah. They gotta continue to do the things that they were doing to get you, and also communication. They gotta have that communication. They have to be able to say, is everything okay? Am I doing, am I
that's
lacking?
So important.
You know what I'm saying? Am I lacking on something? Because we get comfortable. We take on dates, and then month go by.
Even when you feel like you're not comfortable, it's always good to ask your woman that question. Especially you want to be with this person, you got to ask. Even if you feel like you're not comfortable, it's still like you're still are growing together. It's still important to ask.
Yeah. So what me and my girl been doing is we do a vacation, and then it just be like, because you would get so put in a house in an everyday life where it's just like it's the same shit. We've been everywhere. Oh my gosh! But if you go on vacation, y'all both learning. So it's like, oh, this is great life. This is a great. So once you see that life, y'all both putting expectations on each other. Like, we can live this life if we just both grind with each other, or it could just be a future thing. Just be like, baby, let's really be on top of this so we can have a goal of a house. But if there's no goal, if there's no nothing, if there's like, it's just
communication. Yeah,
no miscommunication. It's just, all right, I'm going to sleep, baby. I don't want sex today, not today. I'm tired.
And there also has to be an understanding too. If you're going through the grind or whatever, there's phases to a relationship. Like there's the honeymoon. And then there's, look where we're at. Don't you want more? Oh, you don't? Facts. Well, I don't want you here. You know what I'm saying? This is like things like that. So it's the honeymoon, it's the understanding, and then it's the drought, and then it's what comes after that.
That's why I want to say, though, it's very important to see your partner as your best friend.
Yeah.
And I don't think people understand how important that is. A lot of people are like, start fucking with somebody and like will jump into a relationship without really learning the person, without growing a friendship first. And I know people I've talked to that's been in long, successful relationships were best friends. They're best friends when they got together, or they started off, we were just like dating, we just became friends first. A lot of people don't become friends first. That's why you see a lot of people falling out. Every 2 months, 3 months, they go with a new person. Because they don't, they don't grow with the person. So I feel like being with your best friend or, someone you're comfortable talking and communicating with. A lot of people who have like sides and they're complaining to them, that's not their best friend. They don't go to them for everything that they did. They would express to their partner, hey, you're not doing this, or you know what I'm saying? They're confiding in somebody else instead. So I feel like dating your best friend or being with somebody you could talk to about anything or be close with is very important.
Very important.
Okay. I got a question for both of y'all, and I'll chime in. So would you? All right, let's say we had a girlfriend. Let me paint the picture real quick. You have a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, and she or he got beat up by the significant other. I seen this, so I had to talk about it. She got beat up by the side. You know what I'm saying?
By my side, so to say.
No, so you're dating a girl, you're dating a guy.
Okay.
And she was going out, whatever, behind y'all back.
Okay.
And and then the dude, that side dude that she was dealing with, the side girl had him, jumped, probably clocked him in the eye. You like, what happened? And she calls you like, oh, boom, 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 I got hit by such and such. and now
she
you
tell you who he is.
yeah,
Like,
and now you know it's the side dude. Are you helping?
no,
Thank
no,
you.
no.
All right.
My first instinct would be no.
Yeah, hell no.
Thank you. I'm not.
Yeah, you gotta sit. Let me sit and think. Like, no, wait, what? Who you with?
However-
A nigga you was fucking and he hit you. You call me? Like that's disrespectful. Like, you know, you call me. That's a leper. You better call your daddy. Like don't call
Thank
me. You know.
Exactly. And that's how I felt. And I was talking to a young lady, and she was like, "Oh, well, you love me. You know how you just gonna let me." You put yourself in that situation
for sure.
Like I'm now. It's different if like we was something and we broke up, or and you know, and you called me, and it's like that's different because it's like, all right, you know, all right, I just can't let you get done dirty. You know what I'm saying? But you know, just to avoid to separate. But if you're with me, and it's like the dude you going behind my back with do you dirty, and then you call me, it's like
Yeah, okay.
bye.
I think personally,
No,
like
I
thinking
couldn't.
about it, like right now, I'd be like, hell no, I wouldn't help. But like maybe if I was in that situation, I might just off the simple fact that somebody touched someone I love, probably would react, and then I probably would never fuck with you again. Like,
What's the reaction
You know
though?
what I'm
So if he was like,
Is it more about
well,
people?
how would it be for a girl and a guy? Like how would that?
well, like
I mean, let's just say,
women
like-
get physical too, so
Yeah.
it could be
So
like
the
a
girl
woman.
beat the guy up?
No,
No,
she-
not beat him,
guy?
but like give him black eye or like
Okay.
get something to his car or like something
Yeah,
like that.
something
you know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
Yeah.
I
Oh.
would react off of like you know what I'm
Okay.
saying, like off of somebody mess with my loved one. That's
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
my
yeah,
first reaction.
okay.
And but I'm hurt too. But it's like nah, nobody about like you know what I'm saying. It's like a love thing. I feel like
Okay.
you love someone like you wouldn't want to see no one hurting this loved person. They hurt you, but that's where I feel like I probably would react and go pull up on her, but I also would not fuck with you again because the fuck was you.
Okay, yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
facts.
But
Okay.
I feel like you can't just go, oh, like, you're just throwing out, like, oh, I don't got no love for you. Like, bitch, that's your fault, like, and be done or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or, like, just give it on them. But I think y'all are forgetting the fact that you love this person. And y'all probably might just react because somebody hurt this person that you love. Regardless if they hurt you, regardless if they did something wrong. You know what I'm saying?
I can't see it because like
that's-
you
I don't
call. I
know.
mean,
That's
I'm
loyal.
chilling
That's-
at home.
Yeah, that's just,
You
yeah.
call me, oh, such and such. Wait, ain't that the
I'm like,
one
who's
who-
that? Like,
yeah.
you know, that's your ex?
Nah, this is a nigga. I mean, why was you there? Oh, you are.
Truthfully, I feel like a woman is gonna call y'all and not tell you that full story.
Yeah, that's
She's
a
just gonna be like,
crazy
hey,
difference.
somebody, you feel me, got into altercation with her, probably
Okay.
would lie about it at first.
Yeah.
So, a woman ain't just gonna tell you, hey, babe, like, the person I was cheating on you with, it just hit me.
that's
It,
know what I'm
it's
saying?
just like a question like
Okay,
'cause
okay.
I seen it and I was like, oh, I have to ask.
I'm
this.
just saying, I feel like y'all may say that, but like I said, you'll have a lot of love for this person. It don't just stop because you
Yeah,
find out
'cause
she cheating.
if
That's
the
why
woman,
people go through heartbreak.
facts.
You know
facts,
what I'm saying?
Facts. So if the woman don't tell me what the situation is, and if any nigga touch my girl, oh yeah, I'm driving to
Yeah, I mean,
wherever.
you might break up with her, but
I'm driving to
Yeah, we
wherever
gonna-
it is
we
if
for
I'm in
sure
that
going,
situation.
we're going platinum.
Okay, I got a question for you, Delilah. Well, this is something that me and Terrence talked on an early episode,
Okay.
and now that a woman is in here, you can speak on it. Is a woman insecure about their body if they want to get their body done?
You know what's funny is at first I had said yes. However, I realized it's just something that you may be insecure about. Just because, for example, you do selfish things, does that make you a selfish person?
Yes.
Is he a selfish? Do you think Terrence is a selfish person? Okay, maybe I can't use you as an example.
Well, no, okay, time out. Nah, hell no, I'm not selfish. Okay.
Okay, but you do
if
things
I
that make
do-
you selfish.
Yeah.
Okay, so a person changing their body, they could be insecure about that one thing that don't make them an insecure person though.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say that, and that's probably the best example I can give you.
Okay,
It's
so-
just because you have one certain trait about you, don't make you that as a whole.
Yeah, that doesn't determine your whole life. That doesn't determine your life.
So,
Okay.
yeah,
okay.
that's my take
How do you
on
feel about that, Terrence?
So you know how I feel. I think you're insecure because you were born this way. You born, and I feel like it all comes from you seeing what's out there. You know what I'm saying? If it, yeah, like
All
so.
right, so let me go ahead and get personal. So I got surgery done on myself. I got my breast done.
Okay.
Wait,
Now-
time out. Before you talking this story, just scoot up a little.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Scoot up.
So I got surgery done. I think I'm a very, very secure,
Secure person.
confident
Right,
person.
yeah.
However, no, I don't think I want to get mine done because everybody else getting theirs done. It's something that I always hated growing up. Like I hated putting on certain shirts. I couldn't wear certain things. It looked I didn't like how it felt, me personally. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And
But you don't think that? I think that's the definition of insecurity: not liking something about oneself, and then wanting to change it.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm a very confident person. Like,
yeah. But then, like, you know, you also said, like, even if I did have one insecurity about myself, that doesn't make me who I am.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
so, like I said, I feel like that was just an insecurity I had about myself, and I fixed it because that was one insecurity I had.
Yeah.
But like I said, now that I had got it done, I'm like, that was my only insecurity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nobody
like,
can come to you saying like, oh, you had whatever you had done. You're like, oh, well, you was really like this before. Would that ever hurt?
I don't give a fuck. I'm not a person
you know, you're not good.
I'm cool. But I know one thing. It's funny because women that want to change something about themselves probably got bullied or not bullied, talked about, frowned upon. People talk shit like, "Oh, shut up, you," like, you know what I'm saying? Little like roast or like different conversations. They'll point out that insecurity. So I feel like over time, of course you're gonna want, like, you know, it's like, damn, I
can fix this about myself.
So it's funny that people, I could say, desire a certain look, but if you go and change that look, oh, yes, fake, I don't fuck with it. You changed that, I don't like it.
So it's gonna be a judgment regardless.
It's a judgment regardless. So who gives a fuck? Do what makes you happy.
Do what makes you. Okay.
So
I agree with that.
Yeah,
do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I just feel like, you know, you gotta do what makes you happy at the end of the day, and not give a fuck what nobody else say, because people gonna talk regardless.
Yeah.
Every time someone talk, I was always like the little skinny Mexican girl. That was always me. Like, she's skinny, she don't got nobody. Like, bitches love to talk about me. Like, she don't got nobody. She this and that. And I was just like, I didn't give a fuck. Like, I knew that about me. Like, I was comfortable within myself. However, that happened at a very young age. Like, something that I was insecure about happened at a very young age. Okay. So I changed it. I was older, and it's like, a bitch will still be talking about me. Like, oh,
still,
bitch, you know what I'm saying?
You know,
you gotta not care. You have to love yourself. You know, you have
to
definitely. You could love yourself and still have surgery. You still have a surgery done. Yeah. That'll make you. Oh, I didn't love myself. I wanted to change. I want to be a different person. You just changed something that you didn't like about yourself. Like I said, one little thing, one trait don't make you that as a person.
I think now that you explained it, you're not getting your body done doesn't make you insecure. It makes you insecure about the thing you changed. Is that better?
Explain that. Talk to me.
So I mean, like we said, insecurity is not. I mean, when we go into one's, I'm insecure about my girl, so I'm always on her. I'm insecure about my body, so you know, I cover it or I want to change it. So when I say that is, you're insecure about your nose, so I'm gonna change it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
That is you, because you know you spoke on your nose before, so it's the funniest shit.
But see, I didn't used to like my nose. I didn't used to like my last name, like things like that.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
To answer your question, definitely. I feel like you're insecure about that. I mean, it's an insecurity that you have.
I think we all have them.
Since you fixed that problem, you're not insecure about that.
Yeah.
So that it's a blessing. It's a blessing that you don't have. I mean, it's something that you don't got to deal with.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel me? You know, I used to hate my name, Toriano. I swear, when I was in the second grade, I was in the second grade. They used to be like, no, his real name is Tornado. And kids used to just spin around in circles. And it was like, his name is Tornado. And I used to be like, why they call me Toriano? Why did they name me that? Now I feel like I have one of the most unique names. Like, if you say Toriano, I feel like it's a blessing. Like, you know, so it's one of them things you'll probably get over with, though. But at the time,
change your ad name. It's no longer Patrol. It's Toriano.
There ain't no pop either now, baby. You know. But yeah, I get you though. I definitely get you. And over time, it takes that mindset for you to figure that out. Like, you know, like you said, you fix your problem with what you thought you was insecure with. You're not never insecure about it again. And it's about you at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter what other people think. I can tell you, like, I didn't agree with that decision. I'm not gonna be thinking about Toriano at the end of the day. You know, I'm not gonna. You know, after this conversation, I'm gonna go home and go to sleep rent free. You know, like so I'm saying, like, you know, it's about you, because the only person you can worry about is yourself at the end of the day. The biggest fight you will have is with yourself at the end of the day.
Yeah.
The best talk you will have is with yourself at the end of the day. So I get what you're coming from. I like what you said, because it changed me and Terrence's opinion, because we was like you said, if a woman wasn't here, we was like, oh, they insecure.
It's understandable. I mean, I see talks like that all the time. People are so against, doing this and doing that to their bodies or altering whatever. But I just feel like at the end of the day, this is your life. And that's one thing I live by, is a lot of people live their life to please others. Yeah. You're going to die unhappy. Yeah. At the end of the day, you got to put you first and do whatever makes you happy. That's, I mean...
Even if it make a couple people happy, even if it make a couple people unhappy.
Yeah.
You gotta do
it really don't matter. You really got to put yourself first, so...
Absolutely, absolutely. Cry with a cheater or be content with a regular guy. Now, let me say
that one more
this.
time?
Cry with a cheater or be content with a good guy. Now, this cheater, he doing what he gotta he doing what he gotta do. He buying you all this. He doing everything.
Else at home, but
you don't
just
gotta
know
work. You ain't gotta do nothing. He putting you in everything. You got the big house. You ain't gotta ask for nothing. But you know he do a little cheating every now and then. What you doing?
So, it all depends. Well, you're asking me or just in general what? Like what I would choose?
Yeah, what would you?
What would you choose?
Neither.
Nah, you gotta choose
I'm
one.
gonna be cool by myself, but no, it depends.
Oh, you can't have a good guy?
For me, okay, so is it the good guy? Not like
He's just regular.
regular as in don't have money? Because you said this
He
cheater got
doesn't.
money, so
No,
this
dude, he got the bag, but this other dude, he's probably a teacher. You know, make 50,
I'm going
55.
with him.
A teacher? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, that's because me
I
though.
think she
money,
got him, though, T.
Me though, I feel
I think
like
they got him.
I feel like money is not. I'm a breadwinner, so I feel like as long as you don't take from my pockets, we good. You know, I don't need you to contribute. Whatever I want, I'm gonna get it myself. So money ain't a factor to me. It's as long as you're not taking from me and you can do for yourself, we good. You don't need to. I'm not a materialistic person, so I feel like as long as you make me happy, I'm good. So I'm not about to be with a cheater because if I know you cheat, like I said, just don't let me find out you cheating. You got bitches thinking that they have one up on me. That's out. You know. So I feel like I couldn't be with a cheater personally.
What's better, sex with a woman or sex with a guy?
What the? I'll never have sex with a woman.
Okay,
I'll never think about it. I'll never think about it.
Great. I'm happy you said that. So this segment is called Cross My T's, Dot My I's.
Okay.
So what? Cross my T's and dot my I's. It's just take this as a lighthearted game. You know, we want to get more. We want to know more about you, but it's in a more of a goofy way.
Okay.
But it's more attention based. So just answer to the best of your abilities. Like I said, it can get goofy. So just answer to the best of your abilities.
All right. Question number 1. You have to shower with a man, with a woman, or you have to shower with your dad or with your mom. Which one you pick?
You said man.
With women is different. We could, like when we know random girl. Even then, I feel like women.
She's a lesbian. She's looking at
Okay.
she, oh yeah, you got them down. Yeah, let me scratch your back real quick.
Even then, I feel like
It's kind of done. Yeah.
whether women like other women or not, I feel like women stick together. So I feel like would it be weird?
You think
like,
women stick together?
For the most part,
Okay,
a lot of people live by the code. Some people don't. Some people, but women, a lot of us stick to other women. You know,
Yeah.
not in every case, but you know.
Okay.
You see a stranger, you see a woman, she look uncomfortable talking to her, so we're gonna go over there, and you know, women. But that's why I'm like, I don't know. I don't think it would be weird. But I think me and my mom would be kind of weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
That's
Honestly, I shower with my pops, bro.
you a shower with your pops?
We know the code. I wouldn't look at my pops. It wouldn't be. It'd be like
He has to wash you, and you have to
Nah,
wash.
that's not what that is. You act like we're not capable. You know, because I don't ever want to see my mom naked. You know, that's just a scene I just don't ever want to see. You know,
Didn't I say mom?
Huh? You said mom and pop?
No, for dad for you, mom for me, man for you.
No, I'm sorry.
That's what you said,
I said
right?
mom for you, dad for you. Didn't I?
No,
I don't know. How did you? So
You
explain
said
the
dad
question
for him, mom for me.
Okay.
Okay, so how we do
rephrase
this?
rephrase it. So shower with a random dude, shower with a random woman,
Okay,
or shower with your pops and shower with your mom.
random woman, for sure.
I'm pretty sure random dude, bro. It's like, he respect the code.
He gay.
You don't know that. How do you know that? You don't know that. Like, and even if they just don't make a move right then and there. Like, come on, bro.
You get that spot on your back.
My mom's, bro. Yeah, come on.
Oh my God. All right. Have a kid every year for 20 years, or never have a kid again, or never have a kid at all.
No kid at all.
Nah, kid at all. Yeah, no
20?
20, bro, have a kid every year. 20 of them, 20 mouths.
Damn, my stomach.
Bro, you gotta keep up with all of them, bro. Just thinking, it's not even a middle kid, bro. You got a middle 19. Like, you know, like that's nuts, bro. That's tough. That's tough. A middle 18. You know, that's really tough.
Okay. Be seen, but no one ever notices. They know they see you, like, so you walk around home like,
Damn,
it's just around. It's just D.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or talk, but nobody listens.
Be seen and nobody's the first one for me.
Okay, what you got, T?
You said be seen and
But
nobody
seen-
look
seen,
at you,
but-
nobody
but-
notice you,
I know, but you just
or talk and nobody listens.
talking, nobody listens.
So I feel like respect comes from when you speak, bro. So I'd rather be
that's
seen.
how
Yeah, I'd rather be seen and
I like
nobody
to be
listen.
heard when I talk.
Like, you know, you don't have to talk to me if I'm not looking at you. Like, you know, if we not, is there some reason to talk? But if I'm speaking to you and you're like, you looking this way, you know, that's the disrespect
sure.
that they did. I don't count it as disrespect if we walk past each other.
Yeah.
I'm not counting it as disrespect.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm real big on respect too,
Yeah.
so it's funny that you said that.
Okay. Have everybody know about your financial moves, your money you make, where it goes, everything, or have everybody know about your relationship?
Oh hell.
So what you mean financial moves? So they know my bank account.
They know your bank. Well, I mean, they can't
know how-
take it,
Yeah,
but they
how
know
much is
when you
in
get
there.
paid. They know what you spend it
You know
on.
what's good is people do that anyway. Not people.
Yeah,
a lot
they
of
do.
people-
I hate that. That's the people I
Hey,
just
people do
don't
both.
like.
People do
I mean,
both
I feel like
things,
people
you
only know when you give them a reason to know.
Yeah, and I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I
Post
like
about
that.
they break us and whether
Yeah.
But know
How
about
much
my
money they make.
relationship.
Know
So,
about
okay, so get more in depth about relationship.
Every time you have a problem,
A
they
fight,
just know.
it's just on
They
there.
just
We
know.
both speaking about it like, I'm not even. Oh, that's a tough one, Terrence. Come on, take the floor, Delilah. You got this.
Okay. I'm not a person who like money is a motive. It's a lot of people who live like that. Money ain't the motive for me. But I know if it was, if I worked hard enough. I remember I took these professional pictures. Someone said you look like a Forbes cover, and I was like, dang. When you on the Forbes, everybody know about your money and how much money you got. You could look up someone's net worth and know how much money they done made, or you know what I'm saying, on paper. So I feel like the more money you make and like the higher you, like the more known you get, people know that. People can look that up and know that. But not everyone knows their relationship. So I don't know.
So, okay, I get what you're saying.
You
So,
know what I'm saying?
I think I would rather people know my money, just because, like
think
he
so.
was saying, I'm just not. Of course, we love the money, but you're not in love with the money. You know, you're still a person at the end of the day. We was put on this life not just to care about money. You feel me? I wouldn't want nobody to know my relationship. I wouldn't want to put out the secrets of my relationship because
I feel like-
that's intimate. You're not intimate with your money.
I feel like for one
Yeah.
though, I feel like you're choosing. I mean, me, they can know about me, but you're putting another person in it, so you gonna know. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
know about
that's
both
a
of us.
part too.
Whether you
Yeah,
can,
yeah,
all
yeah.
right, I'll take that L. You could just know about me and how much money I make. I don't want you to know about us because I'm bringing a whole other person in the picture. You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably go with money, financial.
All right, you ready for this one?
You got this one crazy, lot.
So you wake up, you know, just not in the bed. You roll over, you see a random dude there. You see a random woman there.
Okay.
She yawns, he yawns, and it's the worst smell you could ever imagine.
I see a random girl. She said,
No.
I see a random dude. Okay, Tazzy. Oh, where do you get this from? Okay. What am I doing? Like, you know what I'm putting myself up to?
You have to suck his tongue for 20 seconds. Her tongue for 20 seconds. Or you gotta let a hobo dookie on you. And you know where dookie come pissed, so.
No, yeah. What's
Hey,
good?
I'm gonna go with the hobo.
Yeah, I'll go with the hobo cause you can wipe that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
You can wipe that
Shower
shit off.
instantly.
Yeah, I can shower. You can think about it, but bro, you would never forget sucking a tongue, bro. Sucking a tongue.
never
Yeah.
forgetting that.
not in a god. Like, nah, I'll never forget that. That's just some. You'll never forget the shit on either, but you'll never forget that. Like, that's a mouth. Like, you know, that's a mouth for it. You know, you'll never eat a banana. You'll never eat nothing like a popsicle. Like, you just never. Like, you know.
The hobo just had chili.
Man, how do we know this information? How do we know this information? Yeah, we so detailed. Like, you know. Yeah, I the shit on for sure, bro. Cause I'm not doing it. You know.
Nah, I just want y'all to get a little feel for that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, all right. Exactly. Hey, last question, man. No, actually, I got two more. Have feet, but never wear socks and shoes, or have hands, but they're of no use.
So you just stand like this?
No.
I mean, you have hands.
No feet.
No shoes.
You can't do anything.
Barefoot all the time?
Yeah, barefoot
all the time.
Barefoot.
Going to public bathrooms.
Barefoot all the time.
Barefoot.
No, you switch your hands. Do you know you can't do shit?
All right. Barefoot
Like,
for sure.
you will never take it. You just Nah, yeah, bro. Feet. Yeah, I definitely do feet. Feet.
They say it's a lot of minerals in the ground, though. It's a lot of, like, for minerals in the ground. Yeah, I heard, man, I can't get it too deep because I don't remember all the whole conversation, but I heard there's a lot of nutrients that come from walking on the ground.
Okay,
that stuff, it just hurt me, like rocks and stuff, pebbles.
Oh, that hurts too, but not more than looking at something you can't grab them.
You can't grab.
That's what I'm saying.
Your girl, somebody have to feed you every time. Unless you're doing it.
With your elbows.
Yeah.
No, you can't even with your elbows. Or like your forearm.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I couldn't do
I
it.
couldn't, yeah. For sure.
I heard this one. Shout out to Brilliant Idiot. Penetration by same sex or life in jail.
Well, that's different.
You crazy. You crazy.
I think that's a more you question.
That's more
women
you.
ain't really
What you got?
I'm going to go with the women.
Yeah, I'm going
life in jail?
life.
I'm not doing life in jail.
You're not going life, bro.
Penetration, bro. Think about it, bro. I just couldn't do it. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that type of.
That's exactly what you said.
I'm not saying that. It's not for me. I'm saying for me.
This is the first one,
Penetration, yeah, nah, hell no. I feel like you lose everything at the end of the day anyway, bro. You lose it. At least I don't lose my dignity. You know, I'm not losing my
I do want to point out, though, you might have that in jail. So you might as well.
Life? You at 27?
Yeah, I'm to the wall. You know, to the middle. You know, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But me to prep up and just be like, and turn around, pop your, nah, I couldn't. I just couldn't. Not me. Yeah, that's just not my lifestyle. You know, that's not my lifestyle. Yeah.
So you taking a dildo to the butt?
Yes. Over life in jail? Yes.
Life is so
it ain't gonna last too long.
Nah, it's still the. What would you do, Terrence?
I'm asking the question.
Man, you gotta come up with a question next time.
Yeah.
Taking life
I
you can't be this homophobic. Life in jail, bro.
Nah, that's not what it is. It's not that.
It,
it's just a dignity. I don't want nobody to do something that I don't want them to do. You feel me?
So
I'm making the choice to go into jail. You feel me? I'm making the choice. I'm sending.
You still got a shower,
huh? Still got a shower. Nobody ain't gonna take control of me. Like I said, I die behind mine. If it takes that, I die, bro. I die behind that, bro. That's something that I die behind. That's something that It's nothing wrong with that. If that's how you live, that's how you live. I respect it. You know, we shake hands. It's cool. Just not me. Just not me for sure.
Shout out, cross my T's, down my eyes. That was a good segue.
Not like that at all. Not like that at all.
All right, man. I wanna ask both of y'all something. I think I already asked you this, but we'll dive into it. What is your worst sexual experience? I'll start with you, D.
Do you have one?
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I have the worst memory. I probably have a memory of an 80-year-old.
Okay.
I have to really think about it. I have to really think about it. I don't remember.
Okay, so I can't give you sex. I probably can. Just give me some time. But I remember the worst encounter with a girl I ever had.
Talk to me.
Okay, so this is back in high school. This is when AIM was popping. So thinking this girl that was kind of feeling me, and I ended up getting her AIM. We was at McDonald's. She was in high school, so this is like sophomore year, bro. And I got her AIM and shit. So we talking that day throughout the day. And she was like, I'll come over. And I was like, pull up, like, you know, because my parents were. So you know when your parents not gonna be there, you like, oh, like, you know, you gotta get shit cracking. You know, you gotta get shit. So you know, I'm like, okay, cool, like, you know. So aim cracking. She like, yeah, I'm just sneak out the house, whatever, and just come over. I'm like, cool. So she ended up calling me. So we set that play up. She ended up calling me. She's like, where do you live or whatever like that? Oh, I'm down the street. This is when I used to live back in Rialto. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, oh, I'm outside. Whatever like that. She's like, I'm going around the street. So I'm looking at her. I'm like, no way. Like, what? This girl, she snuck out the house. I don't know. I never heard anybody do this, but I guess she was like, I forgot to bring my shoes. So, bro, she lives far away. Like, you know, she just walked away with her socks on, bro. Just with her socks, bro. No shoes. I'm like, so it kind of like puzzled me. Like, I don't really want to get in. If those is your actions, like, you know, if you can't think about bringing shoes or like you know sneaking out, like, you know. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever the case. I'll be just chilling or whatever. And then she was just.
You still buttered her biscuits.
No. So let me speak. So we just chilling or whatever. And I'm talking to the homie. Like, hey, me and the homie used to always have a code. Like, if something go bad, I'm gonna give you a secret message. And if you just call me, and I'm gonna act like it's my parents. So she was just like giving me head. And I'm so just like my mind is so just off that she snuck out not with her shoes. I'm just like, I'm thinking she's just dirty and shit like that. I just know the socks was just so dirty. Like, I'm like, what do you do? And she was walking in the middle. She wasn't walking on the sidewalk. She was just walking in the middle. Like, what are you doing? Like, you know. So she gave me like a little bit of head or whatever, and I'm just not feeling it. I'm just over it. So I'm just like. I gave him a text message like, hey, bro, just call. I'm like, hey, you gotta go, whatever. And then she just got so emotional, like, what do you mean? What's going on and stuff like this? And my dumb ass, I had a girl at the time, like at that time. So I was just being stupid. So she's like, I know you got a girl. I don't want to tell her, but you're making me so sad. And I'm just like, just go home. Like, you know what I mean? Just go. This don't got nothing to do with us or whatever and shit like that. And then that was just it. I felt bad. It was a bad day. And I'm just like, she really came over with her. But no shoes. In a year after that, I think she was a lesbian. She turned lesbian, bro.
Shout out to you, man.
It was a shout out. I didn't like that. I just thought that was horrible. Yeah.
You conflicted her whole life.
That wasn't me. I don't think that was me. It was some shoes and it was some shoes that did something to her. What you got, Terrence?
My worst sexual experience?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I was talking to this little chick. I got put onto her by the homies, actually. Mm-hmm. She was cool. So I went over there. The homies was actually there with his thing. Mm-hmm. So it was like perfect. Everything was just
smooth. It's going where it's supposed to go.
Drinking, whatever. My worst experience came from one thing. So, like, alright, we done whatever doing was in. Alright, we going upstairs. So, we get, and previous to this, I had an incident with some stank. Mm-hmm. So it's like, love yourself. But so I'm like, alright, I got a routine now. I do something, whatever, boom, boom, and I get the little thing. So I'm chilling with her, whatever, boom, 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 and I slide them things off and I start feeling or whatever, boom, and then I say, all right, like I lean over because I don't want her to know I'm finna, get the whip, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, whatever, boom, and I go and it's like.
Like that one. That was the one.
It's like anchovies.
Yeah, Mark liquor. Yeah.
It's like salmon, not cooked yet.
Where's this at? Rialto?
This is on the north end.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh. So now after I did it, I'm like checking my pockets, like, I know I ain't got. I'm like, oh dang, I left the condom in the car. I said, well, I'll just go get it. So I go to my car. I have no intentions of coming back. No intentions. I'm like, dang, I don't have one in the car. I thought I did. She's like, well, just go to 7-Eleven. I'm like, all right, I'll go. So I'm already driving by the time we talk. I'm like, you know what? I'm not coming back. She's like, why? I was like, you need to smell yourself. You know what I'm saying?
You told her?
I told her.
What'd she say?
She was like, "What? Wait, what? No, come back." I'm like, "Nah, I don't want to come back." You know what I'm saying? I don't want to come back because I feel like if somebody before her would have told her, I wouldn't have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I'm kind of blunt, so that made it even worse.
Yeah.
But I'm just like,
at least you told her.
Yeah, true.
you need to smell yourself,
Yeah.
bro. And I drove off.
Okay. Damn, that's sad. There was no happy ending to that story. What you got, Delilah?
I still can't think of one. I'm literally trying to think.
You ain't never had no whack Peter? Someone who was stuck on gummy worm?
I've always been a person that I couldn't like have sex with somebody I wasn't with, like wasn't in a relationship with.
Yeah.
So I don't have experiences like that, like you know what I'm saying. What you looking at?
I dealt with some steak before too, Tan.
You know,
I'm just looking at you.
I can't think of no like bad. I feel like if I did,
you
I would
You
know.
had a great sex life.
So every sex been great. Every single time you had sex has been great.
I mean, how do you say this?
Talk about it. Speak your truth.
I don't have a lot of experience.
That's perfect.
So like
That's good.
each person was something new.
Showed up
It was
to
something
play.
different. So I'm like, I don't know. I couldn't say I've ever had something weak because I haven't experienced too many to.
Okay,
So I mean, I
judge.
guess,
Okay,
you know what I'm saying, to
okay.
judge whether or not.
Okay,
you
no,
know
that
what
makes
I'm
sense.
saying?
That definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
I
can't think of that.
before, bro. It was just, I didn't like it at all. That was a 40-minute shower.
5 years from now, you got the boutique cracking.
Yeah, talk to us.
You got the business endeavors. Before we get into that, 5 years. Are you
Yeah, well, we stay on Tokyo Drift.
You know what I'm saying? Right by the speedway.
Every day Intellect cars check into that.
Hey, come on, now.
We in a couple businesses.
You know what I'm saying? You talk about your little business savvy. Do you have any other business endeavors? Or are you going straight to cosmetic route?
Oh heck no.
Talk about it.
So how funny I was just having this conversation. But I definitely want to be in other things. Like I know, I'm real like into like investments. So I feel like eventually I don't want to have to work.
Yeah, passive.
Yeah, I just want passive income. Like, well, I forgot what I said, but I was like basically saying what I'm doing. So people work their 9 to 5 to fund other things, to fund whether it's their bills, whether it's fun shit, they do their 9 to 5. So with an entrepreneur, we do the same thing. We just work for ourselves. So I feel like my business, I do it to fund. For me, it's like, you know, it pays bills, whatever. It funds my fun stuff. Same, it's just like a job. Mm-hmm. But if I'm not working, I'm not making money. Mm-hmm. So what I do is I put it in different investments to where eventually, like, I want to own property. I want to, you know, have money make itself.
Make while you sleep.
Yeah, exactly. Which is should be the goal for everybody.
Are you putting them in investments now, or you just got it?
Yes. So like, I learn more every day. Mm-hmm. I'm like addicted to learning new things. So like, once I meet someone or like I see someone talk about something, I'm like, I'm about to pick your brain. I want to know everything that you know. So right now I'm like looking into like Roth IRA and like traditional IRA, whatever people call it.
Go Roth for Roth.
Yeah, so I'm looking at different, you know, that's what I actually was leaning towards. But now I'm looking at those investments to like, you know, start putting my money into. But I was doing stocks. I still do stocks, but stocks is you have to watch the market and really be on it. Depending on
it depends. It depends on what type of plays you're trying to make. Right. So there's long-term investments like a savings account, which is way better than a savings account. Mm-hmm. There's the day trading, and that's when you kind of just watch it and see it.
Yeah.
And then there's kind of the dividend route. Mm-hmm. So the dividend route is getting stuff like Ford or things that have high dividend yields. Mm-hmm. So every quarter you get paid. Exactly, and you use that to fund your bills or whatever. Exactly. So it all depends. Whichever way you want to go. The long term route is
that's where I go because I can't watch it every day.
Yeah, I got some stocks for you too. If you
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely want to do that.
But so yeah, I like just different things. I'll just like invest my money into. Mm-hmm. So I'm real big on that. I'm real big on like I just want my money making itself, you know. So I don't have to. So I know I had read Rich Dad Poor Dad, and it kind of gave me a better look on, you know, really good book, and it just gave me more insight on different types of incomes and stuff, you know. So eventually, I want to just have so many assets to where I don't have to.
Your assets is paying for your liability. Exactly. Yeah. That's the trick. People don't. It's real easy. That Rich Dad. That's actually the first book I read. I talked about it when Nipsey passed. You know, it kind of highlighted the things he had going on, and I started learning like, oh, he was doing this, and he was always very well spoken, and I wanted to like know what type of books he read and things like that. And that was kind of the first one I was on because I'm big into real estate. I was big into real estate at the time. I still am. I just directed my time somewhere else, and I'll get back on that. But Rich Dad Poor Dad is a good introductory book.
Definitely. To
get your mind going and to stop, you know, working for people and learning how and he breaks it down real easy, you know. The more assets you buy, it's really just assets over liabilities. That's the key thing. You know, more assets you buy, your monthly bills is $2,000.
You're living under your your earning. Like, you know, don't live how much you make. Live under your earnings, so you can put that money into something else. And, there's only so much you need in life, bro. You don't need so much. We don't need 1,000 shirts. We really don't. Like, if you think about it, you really don't. You know, you can put that money into something else. So it's really great.
Yeah, I'm real big on that too, because I'm real simple when it comes to like things. You know, we all have our things that make us like. Yours may be trips. You know, you be taking trips. Mine is old school cars. Yours may be hats. Whatever it case may be.
Everybody got that something. Everybody got that something. Sure. You know.
Yeah. So my thing is, whatever it is, have an asset paying for it. You know what I'm saying? Unless that liability, I mean, there's depreciating, there's asset liabilities, if that makes sense. Like a truck or like a
people think homes are assets, but if you're living in that home, it's a liability.
Absolutely.
So it's assets liability.
Absolutely. Depending. That's a tricky.
Depending.
Yeah, it's exactly.
We spoke about Nipsey, bro. What I took from Nipsey, bro, I feel like he reached out to all of us. You know, he made it seem like he was one of us, you feel me? Because a white man could tell us something. A white man could tell us something saying like, oh, you can do this and do that. But we'd never feel like we that person. Nipsey made it feel like it was so at home that like, I could do that too. Like, he made it believable. So that's what I really appreciated about Nipsey. Like, he showed us a way that you can attain this too. You can really obtain this. It's not that hard. Yeah. So just him just giving us that mindset of like, reading the books, bro, because like, you know, we spoke on this before. Books really give you knowledge, bro. Like Rich Dad Poor Dad can really have your mindset in a different way. Just be like, damn, I've been living wrong, like, you know, but you've been taught to live this way, like to work at a warehouse, to work at this, like, you know, this is just how to survive. But you could be like, nah, let me save 100, let me save 200, let me put this into something else. Then it's like, then boom, you know, like I said, you know, I speak on this all the time. Use your job. Don't let your job use you. You know, go to a job, letting like, you know, and like, this is my job. I'm gonna be here for 2 years, but it's gonna be put to us. I'm gonna save an amount of money to do this for my business. Then boom, you got it. But if you're just working at a job just to work there, you will die there. That's not literally, but you will die there. That's what I'm saying. Like, have a goal. Like, have something to work towards. It'll make a better life. It'll definitely make a better life.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think one thing that I always used to be like is be realistic. Like, this not happening, be realistic. And I think a lot of people are like that. A lot of people don't see that you can go above and beyond. They're like, be realistic. That's not happening to you. That's not happening to everybody. Anything is possible, especially in this age. Literally, you could be broke today, living on the streets, and go viral on a video, and you're set for life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of people should definitely broaden
the small things matter.
Exactly.
Even if you don't think so, the small things really matter. Putting in an hour into your day of just thinking about how to get better, then putting no hour in at all. It's it's a step. It's a step. If you just, even if you put 10 minutes into just like, I'm meditating, like, I want this to happen to my day. It's a step up to you being a better person. Or you like, just say if you read for 10 minutes a day, it's better than not reading at all. You feel me? Like, you know, put it into be like, you know what, at this time, I'm going to set an alarm and I'm going to just read for 10 minutes because I know that's what my brain can accept right now. Then you put in that 10 minutes. If you put in 10 minutes for 10 days, now you put in 20 minutes. Then it gets better than you just like, you get attracted to what you want to do. Like, damn, like Terrence, I want to get a truck. I really want to get a truck. I can tell you, Terrence probably watched a 1,000,002 YouTube videos of trucking. You probably, before you did lashes, you probably watched 1,000,002 videos of lashes, you know, and then look, you're in a better place right now, you know. It's better than warehouse. I guarantee you ain't never got to see a box again.
Yeah.
You know, unless you open it. You feel me? You know,
that's your product coming.
Yeah, you know, that's your product coming. You feel me?
Exactly.
And that's a better life, you know. And people that don't have a goal is just like, I'm gonna go work at Amazon. I'm not saying, I say this a million times, there's nothing wrong with Amazon. But have a goal. Don't let Amazon just you working there. I've seen people that graduated 4 years and work at Amazon. Like, oh my gosh, like what happened? And I'm not knocking them, but I'm just saying, make sure I have a goal. You don't have to go to school to be a successful person. Just go to work, but make sure you get something out of that. Talk to yourself. Just be like, this is what I want for myself. I got this hobby. This is what I really want to do to make money. Go 100% in it. Just do 100%.
Absolutely.
It'll take you places. It'll make you more hungry in life. You know?
I do want to say though, growing, because there is like a such thing as growing within the company, especially after you get your degree. You could be working for a company and you graduate, get your degree, you could apply for something better. I feel like investments is good, but as far as like working, I feel like working something like that isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Not at all.
The way I see it, I feel like a lot of entrepreneurs should look into like, you know, retirement fund or like, you know, there are certain things that healthcare, you have to be making enough to pay for healthcare. It's a lot of stuff that you have to take care of with, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of cons to, I mean, a lot of pros, it's a lot of pros and cons, but it's a lot of pros to working for Amazon. I don't know if they still do it, but Amazon gave you stock if you worked there.
That's big time. Amazon stock.
I think they stopped that
like
once they did a raise.
Yeah,
I wish I would have known about that.
Yeah, they you own stock. So I feel like working for a company is not necessarily bad as long as if you want to grow within the company. You know, if you're fine working for somebody, grow within the company.
So Delilah, what I say that to you is, that's dope. You know, I'm not saying that's bad, but in a company, they'll teach you how to be a manager. They won't teach you how to own a motherfucker. They won't teach you how to own a warehouse.
Yeah,
you know?
very true. But I feel like not everybody is meant to own own a warehouse.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I'm
facts.
saying?
That's facts.
A lot of people are like, so pro entrepreneur, be entrepreneur, but don't realize I mean,
you gotta put that work. That's work. That's yourself. Nobody can tell you to do it. You know,
it's bosses and workers, and I feel like a lot of people act like they're bosses, and they like to put down the fact that people are workers. When I feel like there's a lot of strength in becoming in being a worker. And every boss is you're not a boss if you don't got no workers. So I feel like people shed a lot of like light onto that. I feel like you need both for the world to survive.
Somebody gotta work at McDonald's.
Yeah,
and that's not a bad thing. That's not a knock.
For sure.
You know,
it's just like I said, it's cool to work at McDonald's, but you're gonna get a degree and working to be a manager. Okay, you're gonna be a franchise owner. You just have to, as long as you're growing. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be stuck. And I think that's what's wrong with the world today. Like everybody, and it's not that it's bad. It's just the world to teach you just to be stuck in something. So you'll be working, you just get so used to check every week. I check because
we was conditioned like that. Bro.
From
elementary to we sit here. We learn this and then we go off of races. It's kind of like the jail model. You know what I'm saying? Jail. They put you in. They tell you when to eat. They tell you when you can play. That's kind of how school was. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely feel you, bro. Yeah, that's right. So I feel like work towards yourself for sure. Work towards yourself.
Better yourself for sure.
Absolutely. You got anything, Bang?
That's all I got.
Before we get out of here, tell them where to find you if you want to get your lashes looking. She told me before the thing that I got lashes of a goddess.
Is that what
I did? I said Toriana did.
Okay, thank you.
We gonna edit that.
Hey, zoom that in.
So I'm the owner of Vixen V Beauty. Y'all go follow me. I do lashes. I do lip fillers here and there. I do skincare, waxing, all of that. Just follow me on Instagram or go on my website vixenvbeauty.com.
I have a question. Have you ever did a guy?
A guy what? Lashes?
And just anything?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Has guys got their lashes done?
I did one.
Okay. But guys do facials?
For sure. Skincare is important.
Yeah,
let me know
Skincare is
when you.
important.
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm definitely ready.
The only thing that sucks is I always try to the extractions.
facial, yeah,
I mean, you
that's
can get it
right.
without extractions, but I mean, it's not beneficial.
Yeah,
but anyways,
yeah, absolutely.
I try to implement different services. Like, I was like, hey, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and I try so hard to implement it, but it's like I'm so booked doing my lashes, and I'm just gonna do everything.
Okay.
So like facials, you'll have to I'll do them upon request. So like my friends or like family or whatever, if they be like, hey, like I need this and this, and I'll do it for them.
Okay.
So yeah, that's like a friend thing.
So we friends. We like
Yeah, I got
family.
you,
You
for
know,
sure.
yeah, I need a facial.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm trying to get right.
Yeah, I had a facial. I went to the spot. I must hurt. They was picking and sucking. I was like, oh.
Extractions, they hurt. Especially around your nose area.
Yeah, absolutely. Eyes are watering and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure. Definitely good for you though.
Is
Yes,
it? Okay,
they are.
okay.
You good?
Solid.
But thank y'all for tuning in. This is our last episode of season 1.
Yeah, you got last episode of season.
Oh yeah, you got the last
You the
one.
finale now.
Hey, come on now. I go by the name Sudz.
This Patron Pap, you know what it is.
And I'm Delilah D.
Okay.
Delilah D. Respect on her name.
Keep the episode.
The one and
Peace.
only.